by any means necessary. Hell, I might be anywhere, but when I leave, you remember I said the last words on my lips, I am a revolutionary.
So many things going on in the United States of America. But where you can start is that cell block collard greens, you better clear them out because we got some breaking news on the Kamala Harris scandal number 15. On top of that, I heard they giving out that Jim Crow blow, and I heard they got it for the low. But foundational Black Americans already know that we run this thing from the door. So family, you see it, we seen it. Joe Biden is on his way out and he's trying to pardon everybody he can. However, there's a lot of smoke out there, and I'm not talking about the ones that's coming from Hunter Biden's pipe. There's a lot of smoke out there, family, that not just Joe Biden, not just Kamala Harris, but the whole damn Democratic establishment is in trouble and heads are about to roll. And then when you add the fact that Donald Trump is back, and he's on a revenge tour, oh, it's about to get real sour in the streets. And then if you add the point that Tom Homan's here and it's Christmas season and he's making a list, he's checking it twice, we're going to find out who's getting deported by ICE, then you know, family, it's real in the field. Certified salute. Let me know where you at, family. Let me know where you're from. Foundational Black Americans stand on business and everybody else runs. There they go. Man, it's going to be a good show, family. I'm glad I got my beautiful foundational Black American family in the building. Yes, we are here. We are going to be thorough, certified, and to the point like we always are, and we're going to be ultra petty. So if you got that in your family, smash that like button right now, and let's go to work, because that's what we always do. Yes. Appreciate the love, y'all. Y'all give yourself a round of applause, family, because we in here. Denver, Colorado's in here, too. Yes, Philadelphia's in here, too. I see Texas, beautiful place. North Carolina's in the building. I see you. Arizona, I see that right there. Shout out to my sister Seven. I see you. I see the whole family. The Bronx in the building. You know it wouldn't be a party. Once again, the East Coast, the West Coast, down south, up north, Midwest, we all here, family. We just doing what we do on a Friday night. That's the way we get down. We got some regulating. I see GA, too. Much love to GA. Much shout out to LA as well, family. We here, Cleveland, Ohio. Certified salute, everybody. Y'all know it. I love y'all. We here. Let's do what we do. So, family, it's been a lot going on. Man, boy, where do we go, family? We can just go places to places. But we've been doing some investigating, and we've seen some real damning evidence that's going to come down on Kamala Harris. She's going to be getting charged real soon. You'll start seeing some investigative hearings on her. So we got that evidence today, y'all. Then on top of that, we got a whole plethora of evidence that's coming down on Joe Biden. Family, we got this much right there. Okay, we got that much evidence on today's episode. What's going on with Joe Biden, and his legacy has been trashed, family. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to kick it to the goddamn curb. Joe Biden was already a terrible president, family. And Joe Biden's presidency is going to pay the ultimate price because everyone knows what's been going on. And now the door is open for that smoke. So it's no joke, family, that you're going to start seeing that right there. And we're going to do like good foundational Black Americans always do. We're going to instigate it. We're going to go ahead and fuel the flames, and we're going to let it all happen. There's going to be some real charges coming down here real soon on the Democratic Party. So basically what I'm saying is they have some FBA problems. Now look like they're going to have some FBI problems and some CIA problems and some MAGA Donald Trump problems. The Democrats are far worse off than even we expected. Damn, you already got served 2.5 weeks ago. You got served a week ago. Now, family, it looks a little worse than originally suspected. And you're seeing a lot of things come down on them left and right. Not to mention, didn't we say that Donald Trump was about to spin the block on everybody? Family, we in beautiful times. Beautiful times. You know why? Because they say if you don't grind, then you don't shine, right? Okay. Well, we're always grinding. Now we can sit back and we can just shine. Shout out to Savannah all day. 912. Much love. GA, my home. Let's go. Y'all know, shout out to Atlanta too. They love me in Atlanta. Much love and respect to the ATL. Now we're seeing everything that we put in work for coming to freight. Basically, y'all, we're going to be able to sit back and just watch it happen. We're not going to have to deport nobody because Tom Homan's going to do that. We don't have to sit there and put Kamala Harris in jail. No, because the feds are going to do that. We don't have to worry about putting Joe Biden in a nursing home. No, because Donald Trump's going to do that. So we could just sit back and enjoy the show. Now we're in the enjoy the show era, so we can focus on reparations and tangibles and not have to worry about all the distractions that come along with it. It's a beautiful day, y'all. Beautiful damn day. But make that even more crazy, fam. You seen now all of these people who said they're not going along with sanctuary cities. Now they are. You seen Eric Adams just came out and said, what? I'm down. Sanctuary city all day. I thought he was sleeping with migrants. No, he wasn't. He's probably sleeping with them more ways than one. But no, he's going with it. Then you got a bunch of other sanctuary people. Now they're getting on the side of deportation. Donald Trump got everybody falling in line. And notice that he ain't said nothing about us because they know we on code and we standing real. So this is the type of energy that they know better. So he's got all these people falling in fray. They're all like, okay, we're going to go along with it. Yep, like they should do. But to make that even more crazy, y'all, shout out to Michigan. To make that even more crazy, they're trying to come up with everything they can do. And did you just see Fanny Willis, Fanny the mammy? Yeah, you see they about to come down on her. We said it's about to be broken tool season. They got charges coming on Kamala. They got charges coming on Joe Biden. He got Hunter out, but he can't get himself out. They had charges that are going to come down on Fanny, and that whatever James lady, the prosecutor out there in New York, she done. Alvin Bragg got charges coming down on him. All the tools are about to be broken right in front of our eyes, y'all. And it is going to be wonderful as it happens because foundational Black Americans, we called it out. Everybody's afraid right now in the United States of America. Everybody's afraid except for FBA. Everybody's scared. Everybody's nervous, y'all. They don't know what's going to go on next. They don't know what this man going to do when he's in office. They just don't know. They're really kind of trying to grasp right now for straws. They're like, damn, what do we do? They really don't have too many choices right now. They don't have too many choices because everything that they thought that they were going to do, y'all, they thought that Kamala was going to win because they were confused by all the mass media. And a lot of the people in the mass media, they're getting fired. Family, every week we get here and it's more and more people that we're adding to this list about to get regulated and exposed. So we're adding more and more right here, clear as day. The people that you see are not going to be the people you see tomorrow. All right. The folks running around here today, you're not going to see them tomorrow. It's just not going to happen because they can't stick around. They all in trouble. They all in trouble. They don't know where to go. So we're going to sit back, family, and I'm telling everybody right now, to the whole Certified Foundational Black American experience, we are going to see some of the craziest things occur. We're going to see people running and hiding. We're going to see people ducking and dodging, and we're going to be flipping pancakes, and we're going to be popping goddamn popcorn. Y'all know I'm the biggest advocate for popping some goddamn popcorn. So if you got it, you better go ahead and get to popping it because Foundational Black Americans, we the ones who started it. Now, Joe Biden just came out, Mr. Jimmy Crow Joe, Mr. 1994 crime bill, right? He just came out and he pardoned his son, which was another lie. Democrats aren't in a position right now to be lying anymore because the American public just basically flushed them down the drain. Yep, absolutely. Trump got, he got their ass scared. Now, right now, family, if you look at the situation, Joe Biden is coming out here and he's trying to pardon his son because he knows that he's trying to hide from all of the things that are going to come down on him. Don't think for 1 second that Donald Trump is not going to come after Joe Biden. Donald Trump remembers everybody that put the bogus charges on. We said this. They should have let Donald Trump win the second time in 2020 because bogus charge after attempts on this man, after all the news, Donald Trump is the wrong person. You want to give the car keys and have him be as vengeful as he is. They said that he's got a list, all right? And that list has a bunch of names on it, and I promise you everybody's going to get that work. And I'm going to talk about on this episode today how we can benefit from that. There's a lot of ways we can benefit from that. One of those ways, which we're going to get to later, is y'all know about the NAACP petition that we have, right? Everybody knows about it. We're almost at 2,000 signatures. So I want anybody, I'm going to post it later so if you guys can go ahead and sign that. However, think about this right now. Donald Trump is coming after everybody, basically in the goddamn world. And you're starting to see the Democrats pull the plug on all those legacy organizations. It's time that we're going to amass some real call to action groundwork, and we're going to get that petition in the hands of some people. I know some people here. Oh, I've been working, family. I've been grinding. I've been grinding on that damn petition. I'm going to my brothers and sisters, family. We're going to get this thing right, and we're going to come with a block. When we put this on their table, it ain't going to be 100 signatures, family. We're going to come with a big-ass block, and we're going to let them know these 501c3 people who violate all the things that they have, family, they're going to get in trouble. They're going to get in some real trouble. So we're going to bring all of that down, family, and we got 4 years. If you think for 1 minute Donald Trump would not entertain getting rid of the NAACP? Yeah, that's real talk. So, we on them, family. We on them so bad. We on them so bad. So when you add all of that up on top of these pardons and everything that's going on, it's real in the field. So goddamn real, family. It feels like every time we do a show, we come back a few days later, there's even more things to discuss, and we are going to discuss them right now. This is what's happening since the last time I seen you. Shout out to Canton, Ohio, home of the Hall of Fame. This is what's going on in the United States of America. And Joe Biden may have a lot of things that ain't right upstairs, but his supremacy is on autopilot. That's okay, because everybody knows that that supremacy is going to be in the nursing home and that vice president is going to be in the cell block. Let's go.
Joe Biden is being blasted today for pardoning Hunter Biden's federal convictions despite adamantly saying he would never pardon his son. Joe Biden released a statement explaining his decision, saying, "Today I signed a pardon for my son Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision-making, and I kept my word, even as I have watched my son being selectively and unfairly prosecuted." He added, "It is clear that Hunter was treated differently." The news comes as a shock, as the president has said several times that he would never pardon his son.
As we sit here in Normandy, your son Hunter is on trial, and I know that you cannot speak about an ongoing federal prosecution. But let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre doubled down on this.
Second one, will the president pardon or commute his son if he's convicted?
So I've answered this question before. It was asked of me not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very clear, and I said no.
Okay, we go back to the first question of the briefing. I know you said not a lot's changed since yesterday and that it's a personal matter, but from a presidential perspective, is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
We've also said several times that the president would not pardon or commute the sentence for his son, Hunter. I just want to make sure that that is not going to change over the next 6 months. The president's saying it would not.
It's still a no. It's still a no.
It will always be a no.
It's still a no. It will be a no. It is a no, and I don't have anything else to add.
I can't wait till that tether is gone, family. I'm tired of looking at that goddamn tether hair and them tether lies, family.
Will he pardon his son?
Back to Haiti you go.
No.
The backflip has been blasted by commentators online, with this commentator saying, "For years, Joe Biden's administration assured you Joe would never pardon Hunter. It's really extraordinary how blatantly they lie." And this commentator agreed, saying the backflip is a stain on the family's legacy. Joe Biden has pardoned his son Hunter Biden after he was convicted in a court of law. What a perfectly corrupt ending to a disgraced family legacy. The rules never applied to the Biden crime family, and they all got rich off it. Surprisingly, commentator Charlie Kirk was more forgiving, saying, "Breaking, Biden to pardon his son Hunter. Honestly, I don't think this is something worth getting mad over. A father should look after his son. Joe has been so mistreated by the Democrat Party and disrespected. This is the one thing he's actually always cared about." Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer, blasted Biden, saying Joe Biden has lied from start to finish about his family's corrupt influence peddling activities. Not only has he falsely claimed that he never met with his son's foreign business associates and that his son did nothing wrong, but he also lied when he said he would not pardon Hunter Biden. The charges Hunter faced were just the tip of the iceberg in the blatant corruption that President Biden and the Biden crime family have lied about to the American people.
The Biden crime family. Yes, remember, this is Mr. 1994 crime bill. This is crime bill Joe. This is the one that they told us, oh no, that's Uncle Joe. He's never did anything wrong to the community. Remember that. That's who they told us about. The Donald Trump administration is going to come down completely devastating on everybody associated with Joe Biden. Remember, he feels that some things went on that was kind of fraudulent in the last election. Remember, they used everything against him in terms of political lawfare, which is not allowed. And you really think that Donald Trump's going to let that go? Joe Biden will be remembered as maybe the worst president in American history, family. Maybe the worst president in American history. That's how bad it's going to be for Joe Biden. What redeeming thing have they ever done? They haven't ever done anything. You're talking about Joe Biden, who just has a terrible administration, terrible career, probably should have never been president. Then Kamala Harris, she went back to being Indian, and now she went back to being the worst vice president ever. All that stuff about her being great and people loved her, that was all cap. Everybody knows what it is. It's about to come down. Stop and frisk. Let's go there. Stop and frisk. 3 strikes, which was about him. Let's be real. The 94 crime bill, not to mention every single personal thing that he's done. This has been the worst president maybe in modern history, family, up there with George Bush. See, George Bush was He was bad on an international scale for the things that he was doing. Joe Biden was specifically against Black Americans. That's what he's always done. He's always came after Black people. So now the fact that he's 3 billion years old, y'all knew it was coming, and he can't walk, and he's going to have to roll out of the White House, we're going to make sure that as he goes, everything that he was talking is going to have to go, and the Democratic establishment is about to go. The Democrats are so down bad. Family, they were bad after the election. It's gotten worse every single day since November 5th. Kamala Harris disappeared. She popped up drunk. Let's talk about post-election, okay? Post-election. Kamala Harris pops up drunk out of no goddamn where. Everybody's clowning. People are auditing her campaign. You're starting to see the dominant society turn on her. They're pulling the plug on all the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers cannot gatekeep no more, so they're in trouble. Now Joe Biden comes out and he pardons his son, and the whole American public is sitting there saying, well, let's start looking at some of your crime family, Joe. Maybe your history ain't so good. And the more they look into Joe Biden's family, the more you're going to see corruption. And then you're going to see not only did he pardon his son because his son is in love with the cocaine and probably everything else, you're going to also find out, family, that Joe has a lot of dirt. He's got a lot of skeletons in his closet, and he's got a lot of bad things that are going to come down on him exclusively. And I'm here for it every single step of the way. And it's our time, family, as foundational Black Americans, to just let it ride. Let's go ahead and let this whole thing ride, family, and we're going to get paid. And then we're going to watch in the process every single Democratic shield that's been running around here trying to sell us on how great they are. Now we can watch the Democratic Party completely go down. Family, it is a beautiful time to be FBA. It's a beautiful time to watch these people crash out. And every single time that we look at the television, social media, wherever you may be, it's only going to get worse for them. They have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to hide. All of the people in government are getting on board. All the mayors are getting on board. All those governors are getting on board because they understand, I think what we need to go ahead and do is that we need to just fall back and get on the same page as Mr. Trump. Because if we don't, we are going to get ran completely out the paint. And that is a good part that foundational Black Americans played a role in. This is all happening because of us. They don't look at these numbers because anybody other than foundational Black Americans. They're looking at these numbers because foundational Black Americans put this all on the damn table. And we're here for the goddamn show. And since we're here for the show, everybody's got to remember who you're talking about when you start talking about Jimmy Crow, Joe Biden. You got to start talking about what type of game has he been on? How come every single thing that he's ever done has been anti-foundational Black American? How come? Because he wanted to throw FBA under the bus and he wanted to throw dog bones to everybody else. And all of that is coming back to get your family. It is payback time. All right. All of these people is about to get their karma. All that anti-foundational Black American hatred is about to get some karma. And we are watching it all play out. Watch this right here, family. As you just seen that about the pardon that's going to happen with Donald Trump, with Joe Biden's son, watch Donald Trump and how he feels about the situation. It's about to get real. And I say this, Donald, go ahead and press full charges on him, do some investigating on him, and make sure that everybody has to pay the pipe.
It is now 100% proven that the Biden crime family received more. Is now 100% proven that the Biden crime family received more than $20 million from foreign countries while Crooked Joe was vice president, and probably a lot more than that. That's just the money they found. Not one of Joe Biden's defenders has even attempted to explain what Joe and his family did, including his children and his grandchildren. What were they doing getting all of this money? I believe we have a compromised president. He was bribed, and now he's being blackmailed. He's a Manchurian candidate. That's why Crooked Joe is letting other countries walk all over the United States. He's afraid to bring it up. He doesn't want to talk about it. He's petrified of China because they know exactly.
He's petrified of China. Yep.
A fortune. Just think of what China has gotten for all that money. Biden shut down my administration's initiative targeting Chinese spies in the United States. He shut it down cold. He let China off the hook for COVID.
Watch what he's saying.
He shut down the investigation into the origins of a fortune building it. Jimmy Carter's administration sold it for $1. We lost 36,000 people building the Panama Canal. The mosquitoes got them, malaria. The mosquitoes got them. and now China controls it. Russia and China are even doing military exercises near the Aleutian Islands, right off the coast of Alaska. And Biden sits back on his hands. He does nothing. This never would have happened if I was president. If they even thought about it, I would have shut it down instantly. There's no way they would have done any of this kind of thing, including Russia invading Ukraine would have never happened. And China wouldn't even be thinking about Taiwan right now. Crooked Joe's corruption is a glaring threat to national security. Between the millions and millions of dollars he's gotten from China and the millions of dollars from Ukraine, Joe Biden's greed and criminality is going to get us into World War III. We're going to be in World War III with this guy. Grossly incompetent man. Now the corrupt Biden DOJ is continuing the cover-up with the appointment of a special counsel to block further investigation. It's the very same U.S. attorney who cut Hunter Biden the scandalous plea deal that was such a scam it didn't survive the barest scrutiny in court. It was done under what's called blue slip. It wasn't picked in that position.
Family, listen to what this man is saying. This man is basically saying everything that they talk about behind the scenes, he's saying in front of the camera. He's naming organizations, he's naming places, he's naming dollar amounts. Joe Biden is about to get wrecked soon as Donald Trump comes in. Trust me, it is going to happen. He's naming every single thing. What I see this as, family, I see this as him saying, y'all put some bogus charges on me. Y'all tried to put me in jail. You might have did some other things to me. Well, guess what we're going to do to you? He's going to make an example that every single Democratic policy and every single Democratic politician is going to have to pay. This is the guy that is back with a vengeance, and he don't give a damn about going after the Democrats. He's not here to play fair right now. And this is a wonderful thing because the people that he's coming at have been the people creating anti-foundational Black American policies. It's called the 1994 crime bill. Okay, it's immigration. You name it, they've done it to us. So if Donald Trump comes in and he wants to go after the Biden crime family, listen to what he's calling them. He's calling them the Biden crime family, and he's sitting there in front of a camera, and he's saying all of that right there. And we're going to break that all down today, y'all. Trust me when I tell you that. So you see that everybody knows what Joe Biden has been doing. And when you start looking at a lot of the pardon details, you see that he was protecting himself. He was not just protecting his son. He was protecting himself because he knows it looks like there's going to be some prosecution and somebody going to have to pay. And guess what? The new president, he got it out for you. Y'all enjoy Donald Trump's revenge, and I'm going to enjoy this popcorn when it's happening.
By President Trump, it was picked by the Democrat senators in the state. It's called a blue slip. You'll check it out. But they picked him. I didn't pick him. This is corruption like our country has never seen before. That is why as soon as
This is corruption like our country has never seen before. What you going to do about it, Donald?
I'm reelected, I will appoint a real special counsel, or maybe you'll call it a special prosecutor, whatever you want to call it, you can, to look at all of these bribes, kickbacks, and other crimes, as well as the shameless attempt at a cover-up. Justice will be done.
Whoa! So wait a minute. That's not me coming to a conclusion. That's you actually saying it directly. Oh, okay. So I don't have to really guess or formulate any type of opinion. You just telling me what you're going to do. Everybody plays games. When Donald Trump get to talking, they got this thing where they be like, there go Donald Trump talking again. Do not let CNN make you feel this man is playing. Don't let MSNBC make you think this man is playing. He just said there will be justice served. And prior to that, he named every single crime that Joe Biden has committed. Notice he wasn't talking about Hunter Biden. No. He's talking about Joe Biden, because everybody in the know knows that this whole situation is all about Joe Biden covering what he allowed his son to do. So in other words, family, why they've been sitting here saying, you ain't black, the hell with y'all. He was out there breaking the law. And now Donald Trump saying there will be justice served. If you listen, they'll tell you everything.
President Trump, it was picked by the Democrat senators in the state. It's called a blue slip. You'll check it out. But they picked him. I didn't pick him. This is corruption like our country has never seen before. That is why as soon as I am reelected, I will appoint a real special counsel, or maybe you'll call it a special prosecutor, whatever you want to call it, you can, to look at all of these bribes, kickbacks, and other crimes, as well as the shameless attempt at a cover-up. Justice will be done. Justice will be done. Justice will be done. The Biden crime family will be looked at. We have to get there first. We have to win the election. They're trying to step in my way at every path because the one person they don't want to run is Donald Trump. But when we get there, the Biden crime family will pay a price like other people are being forced to pay. Donald Trump. But when we get Donald Trump, but when we get there, the Biden crime family will pay a price like other people are being forced to pay. And that price will be very, very substantial. It'll be fair. But you know what? If they're guilty, they're going to be guilty. What they are doing to justice in this country has never even been thought of before. Thank you very much.
Looks like that right there about to be happening. Yep, looks like that right there about to be happening because that right there has been happening. Yeah. Oh, yeah, family. I'm in full 100% agreement with it. There's nothing better, y'all, than getting business taken care of. And all you have to do is sit back and watch your ops go against each other. Beautiful, beautiful thing. So all them people saying, you sound like a Trump supporter. Well, if Trump is supporting putting Joe Biden, his family, his crime family, Kamala Harris, all of them in full investigation in bars, I'm down with it. But remember, y'all, this wasn't the first time he said it. Watch again.
To call Biden a criminal. Why is that?
He is a criminal. He's a criminal. He got caught. Read his laptop. And you know who's a criminal? You're a criminal for not reporting it. You are a criminal for not reporting it. Let me tell you something. Joe Biden is a criminal, and he's been a criminal for a long time. And you're a criminal in the media for not reporting it.
Damn. Joe Biden is a criminal, and he's been a criminal for a long time, and you're a criminal for not reporting it. Damn. That don't look too good in the hood, man. That don't look too good in the hood. It's starting to look like things is going to get real. All you got to do is just listen. See, Donald Trump is one of those guys. He talks a lot, all right? And instead of CNN trying to say, y'all don't listen to him, I listen. I say, okay, go ahead. Because he's bold enough to tell you what he's going to do. He sat there and just told everybody, hey, Joe Biden has a crime family, a crime syndicate, and everybody knows about it. What's that guy? What's the guy in Texas? Not Abbott. Is it Ted Cruz? Ted Cruz is from Texas, right? Y'all let me know in the chat. Ted Cruz, he's Texas, if I'm not mistaken, right? I just seen something with Ted Cruz, and he was saying the same exact thing Trump was saying. He was saying that this is about Joe Biden, not so much Hunter Biden. And Joe's been knowing this. This is why they did not want Donald Trump to win. It was not just about Donald Trump winning, and he's mean, and he's a racist. You think they gave a damn about him winning and saying that he's a racist, like on our behalf? They never cared. Okay, yes, Ted Cruz. Okay, all right. Let me see if I can pull this up with Ted Cruz. Let me see if I can pull this up. I had something with Ted Cruz. Okay, we believe you. Check this out. I'm going to show y'all. Ted Cruz did an interview. Damn, I already found it. Here we go. We rocking. Watch Ted Cruz. He comes out and straight up says it. He said, oh, this is about Joe Biden. We're going to go there, fam. We're going to break down all the crimes that Joe Biden has done. So while he was worried about the 1994 crime bill, what he should have been worried about is all those crimes happening that his family was doing. I'm talking about him, his brother-in-law, his son, his sister, everybody. He should have been worrying about that. And then he should have been worrying about somebody like, I don't know, Donald Trump winning and saying, we're going to go ahead and prosecute you. That's what he should have been worrying about. So when you look at everything that they've been doing, it's about to come down. Family, the Democrats, they're going to get punished more than just losing the election. You know, we were rejoicing. We were like, damn, they lost the election. Good. FBA did that. We sat on the couch. Good. FBA did that. On top of everything, now you're having them get prosecuted across the board. I'm talking about all the way down to mayors. Everybody in the Democratic Party is on that hit list. It's a MAGA hit list, and they're going down. Not to mention the infighting that's happening amongst the Democrats themselves. The Democrats are pulling the plug on all the old boule, okay? The boule is getting their cards snatched out because not only are they realizing that foundational Black Americans ain't voting for them, they're also realizing that they lost money. So when Al Sharpton is getting checked, Roland Martin's getting checked, you're starting to see now Fanny Willis. We're going to get to that. They on her now. They just came out today and said that Fanny Willis has to bring out all the documents that she has, and we're going to look at it. We're going to see that it was what we said it was. She was plotting and doing the dirty work for the Biden administration, and she was breaking the law to get Donald Trump in jail. And Donald Trump, remember that. Remember, y'all, we broke down that Donald Trump was on national television telling everybody that Fanny Willis was having an affair with some gangsters. We wrote that down right here. Check out Fanny the Mammy episode. Yeah, we wrote that down. Donald Trump knows every single thing about her, as well as Alvin Bragg. That's why Eric Adams right now, he's scared. Eric Adams is saying, hey, call ICE. See, Eric Adams understands he used to do the bidding for Joe Biden. Now he's trying to do the bidding for Donald Trump. Big difference, y'all. He's trying to jump from one ship to the other. Everybody else is petrified. Check this out right here, y'all. Oh, it's coming down. Losing the election and your FBA problems, those are minor to your Donald Trump problems, okay? Because he got the pen. He gonna be in there, jail. All of them are gonna get brought up on charges, and at the minimum, they're going to get their careers ended, and at the maximum, they're gonna be sitting in somebody's prison. Checkmate. Watch this right here. Ted Cruz comes out. Ted Cruz, and he starts speaking about what we're saying. This was deeper than just Hunter Biden. They're basically saying you can have Hunter Biden because we're going to get Joe Biden. Joe, I know you're old. I know you don't remember and recall a lot of things other than being anti-black, but you're going to know those prosecutions that have come down, and your legacy is going to be looked at as a tarnish.
A year ago in January.
By the way, fair use, fair use, fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, research, commentary. Fair use, fair use. Let's go.
Of this year, I predicted that Joe Biden would pardon Hunter in December of this year. And yesterday, on December 1st, Joe Biden did exactly that. In my view, and what I said earlier this year, the odds were 100% that Joe Biden would grant this pardon. You just played a great montage of Joe Biden repeatedly lying, Karine Jean-Pierre repeatedly lying, Democrats repeatedly lying. And I'll tell you, Greta, everyone knew they were lying at the time. Joe Biden knew he was lying when he said that. Karine Jean-Pierre knew she was lying. And every reporter in the room knew that they were lying. This pardon, look, the investigation of Hunter Biden at the end of the day was never about Hunter. It was always about Joe Biden and the Biden family corruption. Hunter.
There goes again. You notice, family? You're starting to hear more about the Biden family corruption, the Biden crime family. Nobody's really talking about Hunter like that right now. Everybody knows that he was a clucker. Everybody knew that. So what are they really talking about? They talking about that family, which means Joe, which means trouble.
Hunter Biden has no marketable skills. What Hunter Biden did was sell favors from daddy and make millions and millions of dollars. People don't hire a crackhead for their skills. They hire.
I gotta run that back. Listen to what he's saying though. Damn, that was funny as hell. People don't hire a crackhead. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. You think the Ukraine is hiring somebody who's a cluck? You really think so? You think that Russia is trying to collude with somebody who can't put the pipe down? Huh? Or does this go all the way back to daddy? Let's find out, family. Let's find out.
Hire a crackhead for their skills. They hire Hunter Biden and he was paid $12. People don't hire a crackhead for their skills. They hire Hunter Biden and he was paid millions and millions of dollars by corrupt oligarchs all over the world because daddy was in the business of doing favors. And this pardon is all about Joe Biden protecting Joe Biden. There's a reason that this pardon extends all the way back to January 1st, 2014. It is meant to cover up Joe's involvement in the corruption. Well, it's shameful and completely unsurprising.
Damn. Absolutely. Easy work. So that's what's coming on now. Damn, we already got 1,000 people in here in 30 minutes. Y'all make sure if you're here right now, you smash that like button, you subscribe to the Black Alpha Network, and make sure that you follow us, Black Alpha Net W1, and be a part of the certified family, y'all. We getting it, we working. Let's go. Here we go, family. It's getting real. We're going to do a clinical breakdown on all this, fam. The numbers are coming out, and if you look at the details about that pardon was very specific. It was very specific because what they wanted to do, they wanted to talk about 2014. That's really when the cutoff date was. Well, a lot of people are wondering, how come? How do you pardon somebody and say, well, we're going to pardon it to 2014? Well, that just happened to be the date where a lot of things that he was doing, everyone knows. In Washington, D.C., everybody knows what goes on. Everybody knows. It's just they weren't really bold enough to come out. You notice how when Donald Trump shows up, everybody is coming out now. You're watching people try to get on board with the new mob boss, okay? The new mob boss has showed up, and that new mob boss got all the old ones trying to get in. Y'all ever watch those gangster movies, all right? And then you got the first mob boss, and he gets overthrew by the new one. and everybody that worked with the first guy, they trying to jump ship and say, hey, I wasn't loyal to him. Can I be with you? You feel me? That's what they're doing. It's some Godfather stuff. I always tell people, politics is really just the mafia. It's just some criminality. That's all it is. Politics. It's just criminality. You got this group, this group, this group. They operate as such gangsters. All right. And what you're seeing right now is some real Godfather movie. This Scarface right now. Donald Trump then came back and now he's saying, who was talking about me? You were talking about me? Charges. Oh, you was talking about me. Charges. Oh, you, the lady in Atlanta. Okay, that was banging her little partner. Yeah, both of y'all going to jail. Cool. What about the one in New York? You two gone. Eric Adams, he's the guy who's saying, me. I'm on your side. I ain't like Joe anyway. Okay, so he's shaking hands. Eric Adams is basically right now on all fours begging for a pardon because he's intelligent enough to know what's going on in Washington, D.C. See, it's not just about the election, family, in which we broke down the election. We had the greatest election coverage. Nobody was messing with ours. I don't care who was live. We had the best one. Everybody knows now post-election is when everything starts getting in order, all right? And Donald Trump is not even president yet. And look how much has happened in 2.5, 3 weeks, family. Look at everything that's going on right now. Shout out, Jay. I see you, family. Notice everything that's going on has been more exciting and more pieces moving than before the election. So that means things are getting real adamant out here in these streets. Fanny the mammy, she gone. Watch this right here. Everybody's calling out that pardon and everybody's scared. And this is where foundational Black Americans, us American freedmen, certified Black society, this is where we are going to capitalize on and make everything 100% nice and pure. Watch this, fam. Nobody in America is out here supporting that pardon. It's only making the Democrats look worse. And it's been a terrible 3 weeks.
To all my 4B head shaving, this blue bracelet wearing this ass, I don't want to hear a damn thing about Donald Trump and a lawsuit. I don't want to hear a word of it because after today, all of that is out the window. Now, let me go ahead and read this headline for some of y'all who are maybe partially illiterate. I know the education system has failed many of us. They're too busy trying to teach you about the LBGs instead of the ABCs. So let me go ahead and get into this. President Joe Biden issues pardon for son Hunter Biden. Uh-oh. Daddy done dropped the charges. Just like that. No case, no nothing. No trial. Just pardon, done. It's over. 49 days before daddy's out of office, he did what? Okay. Yeah. We're not going to hear it. Not on this side. We're not going to hear it. But Donald Trump is a convicted. Anytime you hear somebody bring up this damn Donald Trump is a convicted, don't even worry about bringing up the evidence, the irrefutable evidence that this is a lawfare that is taking place in terms of Donald Trump and how they have been using the Department of Justice against a politician. We don't even want to get into that. All you got to do is pull this one up right here. Just pull this article up. Boom, it's done. It's over. What can you say here? Well, he's a convicted felon. Bam.
That right there gives Donald Trump so much power now because Donald Trump is just pointing and saying, well, y'all got convicted people. Joe Biden is going to go down as one of the worst presidents of all time. And let's be honest, y'all, he should have never been president in the first place. The last election was very, very sketchy, all right? No one really believed that. What's his defining thing, all right? What's his defining thing? Every president has something, okay? You can go to Barack Obama, okay? We all know what he was to Black Americans. At least he could say, hey, Bin Laden, I got Bin Laden, all right? George W. Bush, who was probably the worst president ever, he could still say, I was the president, I brought the country together after 9/11. Now, they all do a bunch of dirt, but they got moments that they can fantasy point to. What the hell Joe Biden got to point to? Mass immigration? Inflation? The man should have never been president in the first place. You've been running around here with the woman who had the biggest loss in modern election history. What do you have? Obamacare. You're right, Seven. Absolutely. Obama has some things that at least in a fantasy world, or if people, 50-50 can say, okay, at least that's something he can stand on. That's it. He has something that he can just stand on. Bill Clinton has things that he can stand on. He talk about balancing the budget. He's talking about no wars. He benefited from the technology boom of the late 1990s. A lot of things that other presidents had, Joe Biden has none, which means he does not have a legacy to fall back on. which means when Donald Trump comes crashing down on him for all of these crimes, nothing is going to save him. Not to mention, at the same exact time simultaneously, Kamala Harris is being blamed for the fall of the Democrats. We predicted that was going to happen before the election. We told everybody she is going to get blamed, not just for losing election, she's getting blamed for all of this. And now Joe Biden is going to get blamed for all the crimes his family has been committing. Family, didn't it turn real quick? It started off with Hunter Biden. We've been hearing Hunter. Now you're hearing Biden crime family, Biden crime syndicate, Biden's great grandma. I mean, can y'all imagine how old his grandma is? Because we know he's at least 7 billion years old. So I can't imagine what his grandma is, okay? However, when you start talking about Grandma Biden and her crimes, you start talking about Uncle Biden and those crimes, you're going to slowly see crackhead disappear. Y'all seen what Ted Cruz was saying? Just watch it. They saying it. Who gives a damn about him? What Ted Cruz is basically saying is, y'all can have Hunter. Who gives a damn? We want Joe. That's what this is all about. It's about them wanting Joe Biden. Absolutely. Take the Ukraine thing. Ukraine, which is a catastrophe. Pulling out of Afghanistan was the worst pullout in American history. Terrible. People literally got harmed, not to mention some of the stuff that just happened recently with the hurricanes, how they didn't come out for people, $750. A lot of that went down on Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. These are going to be seen. What we just lived through for the last 4 years is going to be seen as the worst presidential cabinet of all time, y'all. And I'm telling you now, they are going to come down on him. They came after Bill Clinton, okay, with the whole Monica Lewinsky thing. They're going to get Joe. And remember, there wasn't a Donald Trump that came afterwards. Now we got Trump coming afterwards, and he wants to get everybody out of here. So it's going to get real difficult out here in these streets for them. I'm telling you now, if you see the Republicans, as we're seeing them, if you see the Republicans right now openly saying that this is about Joe Biden, everybody's saying it. It's not even like somebody's hiding it or alluding to it. We're basically in a position, family, where the Democrats are openly saying that we need to get on Trump's side, and the Republicans are openly saying, we putting y'all in jail. What do we say to that? What's the next step? Where do we go from there? Check this out right here, family. Watch these people, and more people are coming out speaking that real truth. Shout out my brother, Black Truth United. Much love, much respect. Check this out. Shout out to you too, Gene. They coming after Hunter Biden, and they gonna get to Joe.
Hunter Biden will not be the only one pardoned by Joe Biden. So it's no surprise Joe lied that he wouldn't pardon Hunter Biden. Well, we knew he would, and he did. Here's the next one to be pardoned. James Biden, Joe Biden's brother. And after that, on the day before Joe Biden leaves office, Joe Biden will pardon himself. Because the real deal in all of this is the Biden family corruption, not these penny ante cases against Hunter Biden. Yeah, income tax evasion is serious. The gun charge, filling out the form, most people don't go to jail for that, even though Democrats are supposed to be big, strong on gun laws, right? But the Biden family corruption, what will happen with that? Biden has no choice but to pardon himself and his brother. He's already pardoned Hunter, as he should, by the way. He exploited Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden is a drug-addicted sex fiend who his father, for money, sent to the wolves, the most evil, powerful men on earth that would eat Hunter Biden alive. But
listen to family, listen now. You got W on W talking here. Notice how this guy's just straight up saying nobody cares. What you consistently keep hearing is nobody gives a damn about Hunter Biden. We don't care about him. He's a drug addict. Y'all know the dominant society, they're quick to throw away their drug addicts. They don't care because they got to pretend that they're living in some type of angel world where they do no harm. They don't really want to focus on the drug aspect because half of them are doing it. So what they really want to do now is push that to the side and start talking about the crimes that Joe Biden's doing. This man's sitting there talking about brothers and sisters and cousins. So this is where they're heading with this, a world where Hunter Biden, who gives a damn, go hit the pipe. Joe Biden, let's lock him up.
But in the name of the Biden family fortune, Joe Biden sent his son packing, come back with the cash, the bag man. So of course Joe Biden pardoned him, as any good father would. But mark my words, the next pardons will be James Biden and then Joe Biden himself.
Let me tell you the problem with that, though. Grant, I'm going to tell you the problem with that. go ahead, Joe, and pardon yourself. Family, let's be real. Y'all really think Joe Biden, I disagree with him. I disagree with that because Joe Biden ain't going to pardon himself. And if he does, okay, if that slow cognitive stuff kicks in and he does, all you've done is open the books for them to look even further into what you've been doing and what your family's been doing. That would be politically insane because it puts a spotlight on yourself. He didn't mind putting the spotlight on his son because everybody already knows that his son is, an addict. So who really gives a damn about that? The main thing, though, is you start walking around here and saying that Joe Biden pardoned Joe Biden at the end. No. So he's in a rock and a hard place right now. I'm going to tell you what that is. The rock and the hard place is that Joe Biden wants to rid himself of any type of blame because it's clear right now, based on the testimonies from everybody, Ted Cruz, this random W Mayo guy talking right there, Donald Trump, they're all saying they don't care about Hunter Biden. Everybody knows this is about Joe. So the W community is making it clear they want Joe Biden. If you just read through it, break the code, that's what they're saying. So the fact that they want Joe Biden and they want to lock him up and let him go and pardon himself and see if they don't put that spotlight on him and then they really go further. So his best bet is to just don't pardon yourself. If you got to pardon grandma or whoever else, that's fine. Go ahead and pardon yourself and see what happens. However, if you don't pardon yourself, then Donald Trump's going to come in because Donald Trump feels that presidency should have been his for the last 4 years. He got ran through the ringer. He got disrespected. I mean, Donald Trump took a mugshot. Do you know how embarrassing that is for Donald Trump to take a mugshot? All those charges and everything when they was clapping. See, we're living in a world where they really thought Donald Trump was gone. You know who Donald Trump is, y'all? Donald Trump is like the monster in the movie. You know that scene in the movie where they finally think they got rid of him and everybody starts having the premature celebration? Yeah, we win. They start popping goddamn champagne and you be sitting there thinking, man, it's 30 minutes into the movie. We still got 2 hours left. Y'all know he ain't gone. And then guess what? The monster pops back up and everybody acts surprised. We weren't surprised as FBA. We knew that MAGA monster was coming back, okay? And we knew when that MAGA monster came back, who he was going to look for. They may have got on the news and started saying that he was looking for FBA. We didn't believe that. They may have got on the news and said, black folks, it's going to get y'all. We didn't buy that. We were sitting back saying, nah, nope, ain't got nothing to do with us. Because remember, he was president before. He walked right around us and he said, Julio, Muhammad, Mutombo, Labumba, y'all come over here. Now he's going to come in and he's going to name Julio, Mutombo, and Latumba. He's going to name all them. And then he's also going to say, Joe, Kamala, y'all come over here and let me holler at you real quick, player. That's what's going to end up happening next. That's what it's like poltergeist. Yeah, Teflon Don, I seen that too. Yeah. And they know it. That's why they didn't want to keep him in getting any type of clout or cachet to run again. A lot of that stuff with them trying to stop him from being president again, with all the things, and y'all know what we were seeing. A lot of that was because they knew that he was going to come for them for their crimes. That's really what it was. They wanted to stop, him from closing down the borders. That played a role in it. They didn't want him shutting down immigration. That's true. They didn't want him doing a lot of different things that he said he was going to do. That's more of the political side. There's more of the behind the camera side. And that was, these folks are going to get me. Remember, Al Sharpton said it. He said, my name is on the list. Y'all remember that? Al Sharpton, a week before the election, he said that his name was on a list, a hit list that Joe Biden that Donald Trump has, and he wanted Joe to win to protect him. Guess what? As soon as that happened, everybody's looking now at Al Sharpton. So they were very, very afraid, very, very scared, and they didn't know what to expect next. And that's a beautiful thing. I love watching these people sweat. Everybody who's ever sold us out or disrespected us, now is the time to watch these people fold in public. Watch them fold clear as day. And more things are coming out about Joe Biden and his crime family. One of the things that's been coming out about his crime family, y'all, is this right here. Look at this. People are going to break this down. Watch how this gets broke down. Why go back to 2014 to pardon your son, Joe? Regular people are asking questions now, okay? The jig is up. Anybody who's looking at this for 2 minutes, you see that there's been a massive cover-up going on with Joe Biden and his family. More and more, you're hearing less about Hunter, and more you're hearing more about grandma. When they done, family, they going to get the whole goddamn picnic is going to get handcuffs. And Donald Trump is the person that will do it very free. Watch how now people are exposing why that was a specifically targeted pardon, because when you look past it, you see all the crimes that Joe Biden is trying to hide, and it gets deep.
So I don't think there's anybody on the planet that actually believed Joe Biden when he said he wasn't going to pardon his son. I know I didn't. You didn't. Nobody believed him. I mean, despite him saying that nobody's above the law, we've always known that they're above the law. But did you actually read the pardon that was released? Not the statement that they made that was full of gaslighting and bloviating about a father and a son and, you know, political prosecutions and all that nonsense. Did you read the pardon? Notice a full and unconditional pardon for those offenses against the United States which he has committed or may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 1, 2014 through December 1st, 2024. Wait, you're going all the way back to 2014? Why are you going back to 2014, Joe? The firearms charge that he was convicted of, that was from 2018.
Firearms charge was in 2018.
The tax evasion charges that he was facing was from 2016 to
tax evasion 2016.
2019. So why are you going back to 2014? What happened in 2014, Joe? What happened in 2014 that you feel the need to pardon Hunter for? Well, if you understand the current Ukrainian situation that we find ourselves in, everything started in 2014. If you want a very brief, very detailed primer on what's going on in Ukraine as it relates to 2014, go find this Cato Institute article titled America's Ukraine Hypocrisy. It all started in 2014. In February of 2014, the Ukrainian Revolution, the Maiden Revolution, the revolution where the Obama administration backed the anti-Yanukovych forces and pushed them out. That's when Joe Biden was named the point person in Ukraine. See that? 2014. And here's a timeline put together from the House Ways and Means Committee of all the crimes that they cataloged related to the Biden family. 2015, 2017, CEFC, the money that was sent to him, the China Bohai issue, the Kazakhstani, $142,000. Oh, what's this? Ukraine? Oh, wait, what? Is that when Devin Archer and Hunter Biden were put on the board of Burisma?
Freeze. Hunter Biden's put on the board for Ukraine. Tim Cruz was just sitting there talking about, or Ted Cruz, he was talking about how who's going to do this for a damn drug addict. He was putting his family in positions to succeed. And then out of nowhere, this is the same Joe Biden that's been giving billions of dollars to Ukraine. Why you been so invested in Ukraine? Why? Was this really about Putin? Was it about Zelensky? Was it really? Or was this really about you seeing an opportunity to get your family a bag? And people are digging deeper now, and it's starting to look even worse.
In Ukraine in 2014. Oh, look at that. Russia, February 2014, a Russian oligarch and Russia's richest woman, $3.5 million. Wait a minute. I thought, Joe, I thought that you were only focusing on the firearms charge and the tax evasion charges. That's what your statement said. Why'd you have to go back to 2014 when the Obama administration, you, your son, and a whole bunch of other people, Victoria Nuland, were dipping their toe into Ukraine in 2014? You know what else is interesting? So far, Hunter's the only one that's been pardoned. There's a lot of other people out there that are going to be looking for a pardon too. If they're going back to 2014, he's leaving a lot of people out to dry. This 2014, Joe? 2014? You went back to 2014? Did you just tell the world that what we've thought was true this entire time?
Damn right you did.
On the planet that actually
Damn right you did. Damn right you did. And since we're sitting there, we're going down the timeline. Let's go ahead and look at some things, family, since we're here. Let's go ahead and look at some things since we are in the building, in the place. People have been doing a lot of digging and a lot of investigating about Joe Biden. Joe Biden's been out here, you know, you ain't black and what's going on and we don't know. He's been doing a lot of that. But when you look at Joe Biden's history, family, not only has he been running those games on people, he's been doing a lot of crime. Look at this right here. Look at the very top. This is the things that he's been doing. The $20 million web is what they're calling it. China, $8.1 million. Joe Biden's role, State Energy HK is affiliated with Chinese state-linked CEFC China Energy, which partnered with the first son, Hunter Biden, and the first brother, James Biden. Big guy Joe Biden was supposed to get 10% of the cut of the venture. So he was going, and let me go ahead and put it in foundational Black American certified translation language. He was working with the Chinese government, working with an energy company in which he placed his family in high-ranking positions. He was doing all of that so they can get the bread, which by law is breaking the law, and it's criminal. And everybody knows that. We can go further. Y'all want to go to the $1 million ones? Let's look. Russia. Remember all that, Trump? You're colluding with Russia. You guys remember all of that, right? it's funny because everything they've been doing was to put the eyes on Donald Trump. But in reality, it was simple projection. Joe Biden's role, the vice president, then vice president, mind you, family, he's doing this as your sitting vice president with Obama. That's why a lot of people are looking at Obama right now. And trust me, if Joe Biden falls, Obama will be next, family, okay? Because there's no statute of limitations on Donald Trump's revenge tour. He sees and he hears everything. Trust me. Joe Biden's role with Russia, okay? The vice president, Joe Biden, allegedly met with Bertaya at the DC restaurant in spring 2024 and April 2015 while Hunter Biden was helping her invest in U.S. real estate. He's working right now, family, with a lady named Yelena Batarania. That's what it is. She is the first lady of Moscow. Yes, the first lady of Moscow is meeting with Joe Biden, and Joe Biden sliding her that envelope with paper in it so they can bring down everyone around them. The Obama, now his name popping up, here we go. The Obama-Biden administration and the Biden-Harris administration have exempted her from sanctions against Russia businesses elite over 2014. 2014, come back, y'all. Russia's Ukraine conflict and the Kremlin's the Kremlin's invasion of Ukraine that year. So they met with the lady from Moscow, and then they created some type of agreement amongst themselves. And then after they created that, they basically made her forbidden from being sanctioned against the Ukraine. Basically, she got immunity from the war crimes that were committed because Joe Biden is meeting with the first lady of Moscow and Hunter Biden's there. And that goes back to 2014. And notice that Kamala Harris and Barack Obama's name was mentioned. Romania, 3.1 million. Absolutely, brother Iron Will. Money laundering. Checkmate. Absolutely. Source, Gabrielle Popovinsky from November 2015 to May 2017. Joe Biden's role, unclear. Hunter referred to this P guy. We're going to call P fan. I don't know all them damn Russian names like that, okay? We're going to call him Pop, okay? Romanian Pop. Hunter referred to Romanian Pop to the former FBI director Louis French to challenge a corruption case against him. French called Hunter Biden in July 2015, just 2 hours before Hunter was scheduled to meet with his dad, according to abandoned laptop records. Y'all remember everybody was talking about the laptops? Y'all remember that the Democrats broke their back to keep those laptops hidden? Y'all remember CNN, MSNBC, the Boule? They never mentioned Hunter Biden's laptops because everybody in Washington knows those laptops were overtly criminal, and it had all of this on them because people have seen the laptops, including Donald Trump. Let's keep it going, y'all. So he meets with his dad, and then afterwards he meets with this Romanian Pop. Hunter flew to Romania on November 15th, 2016 for a 2-day trip to represent Romanian Pop before the National Anti-Corruption Directorial. But Romanian Pop was convicted and sentenced to 7 years in prison. So Hunter Biden, the same Hunter Biden that we have seen doing all of that right there, is meeting with high-ranking officials in Romania? No wonder Ted Cruz said, who the hell wants to hire a crackhead? No wonder Donald Trump said nobody takes Hunter Biden serious. Hell no. And it's very odd that someone in America we see as a drug addict is meeting with all these top people who are affiliated with Joe Biden. And then they tell you at the bottom who got the money. About $3 million was transferred to Romanian Pop, to Hunter Biden's partner, Rob Walker family. They have a money trail. This is all documented. About his brother-in-law's widow, according to bank records, Freach separately gave $100,000 in April 2016 to a trust for 2 of the president's grandchildren, according to laptop emails, meaning Joe Biden's grandkids got paid. This is definitely a family crime syndicate. Now, when Donald Trump comes out here and he says, man, these folks is criminal. Man, these folks out here breaking the law. Man, they got a whole family. It sounds funny, but when you look at the records, it doesn't look funny at all. Kazakhstan. Joe Biden, vice president, met with, we're going to call him Rak Kazakhstan. There's too many syllables in this for me. And his associates at DC's Cafe in spring 2014. There go 2014 again, in April 2015. Kazakhstan, Rak, he posed for a photo with Biden, and then Kazakhstan Prime Minister Karim Mahasimov, I can pronounce that kind of, at the second meal. Rak Kazakhstan, the person, was an executive for Kazakhstan state-owned gas. They have pictures of him doing this, family. Who got the money? One day after receiving the money, Hunter Biden transferred the exact amount to a New Jersey dealership. According to bank records, he bought a Frisker sports car, but later traded in the plug-in hybrid for a Porsche. That's what you see at the bottom right-hand corner. So not only, family, do they have the meeting, the picture, they got the damn car they got traded in. Don't tell us there ain't a money trail. Nope. And then the final one, Ukraine, $6.5 million. Damn. Joe Biden visited the Ukraine 6 times as vice president. 5 of them were after Hunter joined a board in April 2014. Again, he publicly claimed credit by using $1 billion in U.S. aid to force the March 2016 firing of Ukraine's prosecutor General Viktor Shokin, who in February 2016 seized Bromosva's owner Malachi Zelensky's assets in a corruption probe. So you have Hunter Biden meeting with people, crossing over to Ukraine using U.S. foreign dollar bills, making it go through, and then next thing you know, a Ukrainian guy's walking off with the bag. Joe Biden also met with these officials at a dinner and participating in a phone call with them. Who got the money? Bank records document $3.3 million transferred from this Bermusfa to Hunter Biden and Devin Archer from 2014 April to October 2015. IRS whistleblowers testified that Hunter and Archer earned $6.5 million in total from Bermusfa through 2019, with Hunter's compensation slashed with his dad left office in 2017, which would have been why he was the vice president for Barack Obama. Money on the table, money on the rise. Simple as that. And everybody sees it. Everybody's watching it. Those are very detailed, very, very detailed scripts. You got bank, money trail, transfers, meetings, photos, cars, trade-ins. What would happen, family, if there was a paper trail like that against a foundational Black American? What would happen if one of us had a money trail that looked like that? Would we be able to just walk away? Would everything be sweet? What happens when somebody has a paper trail like that? I mean, hell, look at P. Diddy. P. Diddy, they said, had some damn baby oil, and they just denied his bond over Thanksgiving weekend. Hunter Biden has all of that money, trade-ins, and a damn crack pipe, and it's all good. You don't trace money that specific and that direct unless somebody has real documented evidence. And then when Donald Trump, who's the president of the United States of America, comes out and says all these things, sounds like it's everybody's in the know. Sounds like this is pretty factual. Sounds like you can't dispute it. Sounds like the media has been hiding. And maybe, perhaps, this is what they didn't want Donald Trump to be president for, because they all knew if he was president, heads would roll. More and more comes out about this situation, the more and more you're seeing that this runs deeper than just immigration. This runs deeper than just inflation. They did not want Donald Trump to be president because he's the one person, by his own words, in which we just played the clip, he said, we will bring justice and we will prosecute the Biden crime family. And in all of that I just read right there, all those documents, you heard Biden, but they all weren't Joe. It was brother-in-laws, it was widows, it was sons and grandchildren. Looks like there is a paper trail. Looks like there is confirmed treason and criminality that Joe Biden has been on the forefront of, going all the way back to Barack Obama, and now they even included Kamala Harris. Looks like it's all laid out for the world to see, and now they are going to have to pay the piper. The piper. That's funny. I just did that on accident, family. They're going to have to pay the crack piper, okay? And they're going to have to get brought up on all of that. This is why they didn't want Donald Trump to be president. Immigration and all that kind of stuff, cool. They make a lot of money on that. That is a fact. But those are secondary facts. Primary facts is prosecution and jail time. And by the way, when a country went completely red, where California damn near went red, who gonna save Joe Biden? Nobody going to. So go ahead and try to pardon yourself, and you're just gonna make the highlight even bigger. And then when the United States public comes out and they start saying this right here that everybody's saying, then it makes it even worse. They was on CNN right now, and they were giving them that work. Look at the CNN anchor right here, okay? This is Scott Jennings. This is the Republican guy that be on there giving them CNN folks the work, all right? This is the one that Roland Martin said he wants to jump on them, if y'all remember, all right? The one Roland got a crush on. Look at the CNN anchor. Look at his face right here, you guys. That looks like somebody who's been hiding the criminality about Joe Biden that everybody knows. He looks like somebody who's been hiding all the real facts and details that everybody's been exposing. He looks like somebody who knows that when Donald Trump is in office, it ain't going to be sweet for all of those CNN anchors that were giving him 24-hour slander news coverage. Even down to them, they afraid. This is why I keep saying, y'all, all across the United States of America, everybody's nervous but us. Everybody's worried but us. Everybody's sweating but us. We are the only ones standing on business and calm as we came in the building, because we know we got everything in control. Do the CNN anchors? Do the MSNBC anchors? Does Joe Biden? Nope. It's about to get even worse for them. Watch this right here, y'all. This is a prime example of how everything's playing out and how the public is going to be on board with Joe Biden being brought to justice. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use and commentary. And smash that like button, family. We in here right now. Let's go to work. Here we go.
Listen, you guys can spend all day long trying to spin this, that this is Donald Trump's fault, that this is somehow caused by Donald Trump. Oh, he's appointing the wrong people. Oh, he did it. Oh, this is the worst possible thing a president could possibly do to his party and to the country, to sit for a year and say, I will not do this. I will not do this. The rule of law is sacred. We have to respect the justice system. Juries, we have to respect juries. We have to respect the guardrails and the norms of our democracy. These people are liars. Inflation is transitory. Afghanistan is a success. The border is secure. Robert Hur is a liar. The videos are cheap fakes. Biden has a cold. He'll never drop out. Oh, I'll never pardon Hunter. It's all a lie. It is all a grift. Every American, except the most partisan, brain-rotted people, are going to be outraged by this today. He is going to leave off. You think 38, 39%? It's all a lie. It is all a grift. Every American, except the most partisan, brain-rotted people, are going to be outraged by this today. He is going to leave off. You think 38, 39% job approval is bad? Just you wait. Just you wait. He's disgraced. Disgraced today. Outrageous.
You don't need to. But Scott, you don't need to hurl names and say people like me are brain rotted. Come on, that's a little beyond the pale, even for you, Scott.
Listen,
I disagree. We can disagree about
that. Ain't gonna work. You know this family, she's trying to play victimhood. That's not gonna work, because they've been calling Donald Trump every single name in the book. All that stuff with Donald Trump is this guy and he's this dictator and fascism and he's gonna lock us all up. Notice now, family, the Democrats are playing the game of, don't call me that. That's mean. You see the fact that they're operating now completely different than they were before November 5th. You've seen two faces from them. You've seen the face where they were running around here calling everybody who didn't vote for them a name. Y'all know they came at us every day. Y'all sound like Trump supporters. Y'all was getting paid by Vladimir Putin. Y'all Russian bots. Now it's, don't say that, please. Be nice. These people know that they're all about to get fired. Walking papers, chopping block, eviction. That goes for CNN, MSNBC, and every single politician that's not getting on board.
You don't have to defend this. He's leaving office. You don't have to defend it. You don't have to die on this hill. You can say this is wrong because everybody knows that it is. It's wrong. Are you fine with the lying? Are you fine with him sitting before the election all year and lying to the American people? Are you fine with the lying about it?
I don't think that he was lying. I think he made a decision after the fact and decided this was the right thing for him and for his family. Period. Full stop. Donald.
Look at this guy. He ain't said nothing. Is he glitching? Is this dude malfunctioning? He look like Mitch McConnell right now. He look like Mitch McConnell. He ain't said nothing. That is a guy who does not want to be there right now. That is somebody who's watching this whole situation and saying, man, I'm not going to get involved. I don't even want Trump to see me. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be spotted. Leave me out of this. You know when somebody's trying to hide from the camera or two people are arguing and they don't want to be dragged in it? He knows better. He's trying to save his job. He's on some Eric Adams type stuff right now. He knows that I'm going to go ahead and be quiet. If this was 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 1 month ago, he'd have been sitting there going back and forth with the Republican and saying, no, well, we don't know yet now. Donald Trump could be a prosecuted dictator who worked for Germany. Now he's just sitting there saying, man, you go ahead and talk, lady. I ain't saying nothing. You seeing a lot of different things. Didn't I say everybody in America is nervous right now except for FBA? Look at that man's nerves. They trembling.
Trump decided that
Joe Biden, Karine Jean-Pierre, how many minutes of tape do we have of both of these people telling the American people this will not happen? It's I mean, we could play it all morning. It's a lie, and it's a lie to benefit his own family, and that's all that it is. And everybody who went on TV and said, oh, look how he's the modern George Washington. He's drained every ounce of credibility from every surrogate. If Karine Jean-Pierre had an ounce of self-respect, she'd get off the plane in Africa today where they're going so he can avoid the press and resign. He's drained.
Now he's throwing the Haitian girl under the bus. You see how he's getting on her? Because she about to get that work too. Yeah.
All of her credibility and everybody else who's defended this, it's draining for them forever.
Damn. And that's the way the public views all this. The public is not rocking with Joe Biden. Joe Biden, right now, that was the final straw. Disgrace. And that's the word, a disgrace. Joe Biden's presidency will be seen as a disgrace to America. It's already being seen as it now. This is just the prelude, okay? After all the prosecutions and the charges and the accusations and allegations come out and it gets solidified, and after the Donald Trump revenge tour, he is going to make it a point because he's a very vengeful person. In a lot of cases, he's got a reason to be vengeful because they threw a lot of BS his way, all right? And I know one thing about New York people, all right? All right, I'm very close to a New Yorker, all right? New York people, they gonna hold that grudge. Hell, it is what it is. So Donald Trump is looking at this aspect of, I'm going to get all of y'all in return, and I'm going to make sure every time somebody thinks about Joe Biden, they think about Joe Biden being a criminal, a disgrace. And then on top of that, Kamala got a whole nother issue. Family, we ain't even got to the Kamala Harris scandal, which we about to get to. We ain't even got on that yet. She got a whole nother scandal on top of being embarrassed, on top of drinking on that liquor. That malt liquor, all right, that Punjabi passion that she be over there getting sandblasted over. So when you add her scandal on top of this, it's over. Joe Biden will go down as one of the biggest disgraces of all time. I believe that Donald Trump is making it his quota to bring down every positive thing that anybody could fathom up with Joe Biden, and there really aren't any. So it's going to be a pretty easy task. And we're here for it because foundational Black Americans, we were the ones calling out Joe Biden from the very giddy up, from the very get-go. Yeah, calling him out for the longest time. But Joe Biden always had a lot of terrible things to say about foundational Black Americans, and he always disrespected foundational Black Americans. So now he's going to have to live in a world where he can no longer go get foundational Black Americans to come and save him. That's the difference. And there's more and more people coming out every single day. Every single day, you're seeing more and more people calling them out across the board, across the spectrum. Look at this guy right here. Oh, by the way, remember all that Black folks, I got your back. Remember we had to go save his election? Remember that? Now he's going to see what it's like where we're not going to save your legacy because we didn't save the Democratic Party. It's a new world, a world where foundational Black Americans do for self and damn everybody else. Check this out right here. Same thing that we were talking about, even further. These people have nowhere to go.
Moments ago, President Joe Biden signed a pardon for his son, Hunter Biden. this is huge news because previously Joe Biden said he would not pardon his son, Hunter Biden. Actually, now that I think about it, career politician going back on his word isn't really breaking news at all. Here's the official statement from President Joe Biden. Today, I signed a pardon for my son, Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision-making, and I kept my word until, of course, Kamala Harris blew the election, the Democrats lost power, and Joe Biden realized, tick-tock, the clock's running.
Y'all see that Kamala catching strays? We call that too.
And his son's only got about a month and a half before he's going to jail. I was paraphrasing the last part. So I did some fact checking. Joe Biden has repeatedly said, no, I won't pardon my son, Hunter. And in fact, on November 7th in the White House press room, Karine Jean-Pierre, the press secretary, said, and let me read this so I get it right.
And the Tether lady is catching strays. They all on the hit list, family. That might as well be the hit list. But I guarantee you, Donald Trump's hit list is way bigger.
We've been asked this question multiple times, and our answer stands, which is no. Let me just make sure I got it. Today, I signed a pardon for my son, Hunter. Yeah, it's no longer no. Now, just to refresh your memory, Hunter Biden was found guilty of not paying his taxes, which is a no-no, and also falsifying his gun application, which is a big no-no. And while I'm not going to read this entire, very lengthy statement, there is one part at the very bottom that caught my eye and made me giggle. It's when Joe Biden says, I believe raw politics has infected this process and it led to a miscarriage of justice. I mean, he would be the expert on that topic. And here's a fun fact. If you count Peach and Blossom, Hunter will be the third turkey that Joe Biden has pardoned in the last week.
Damn, he catching super strays. Super strays. Family, these people are in complete disarray right now. And all we've been doing is calling. Family, we just sit back. It's like every week there's something new that we're watching these people completely hemorrhage right in front of us. To the point where I want y'all to see how bad it's gotten. I mean, when we say it's gotten bad, it's gotten bad. I'm going to show you guys somebody who might be the only human being alive that's older than Joe Biden. You want to talk about things getting bad and these folks being disgruntled? Remember, it's the disgruntled Democrat, all right? Watch this. Did y'all see James Carville come out? Did y'all see him? Watch James Carville come out, and he wants to completely destroy the whole thing. And watch who he starts blaming. And watch who he's mad at. This ain't the same him before. The Democrats got so much infighting right now, family, and they are done beyond repair.
The vice president was thinking about going on Joe Rogan's show, and a lot of the younger progressive staffers pitched a hissy fit. Supposedly the campaign said that wasn't the term effective, but they did. When you put a campaign together and you hire young people to do work, let me tell you exactly what you tell these people, what I would tell them. Not only am I not interested in your opinion, I'm not even going to call you by your name.
Whoa, look at that face. Woo! Somebody mad up in here, y'all. Look at this guy. Are you mad that they lost the election? Is you upset? Is you upset James Carville's? Okay. Are you mad that you thought that you was going to sell black folks the same bill of goods for years and it came crashing down? Oh, that's got to hurt. Oh, that's got to be a bad day because you look a little too angry, family. You might need to switch to decaf, bruh. Okay? Make the switch to decaf because that's not a good look right now. You look a little unhinged. You look a little angry, and you really only see somebody that mad when an election didn't go their way. This man said, I'd say, I don't give a damn what you think. Just fire the whole damn thing. Look at this guy. It's terrible. I know it's bad being 9 billion years old, homie, but damn.
Opinion, I'm not even going to call you by your name.
Woo!
You're 23 years old. I don't really give a shit what you think. Campaigns are authoritarian by their nature. And if I were running a 2028 campaign and I had some little snot-nosed 23-year-old saying, I'm going to resign if you don't do this, not only would I fire that on the spot, I would find out who hired them and fire that person on the spot.
Holy roller. Damn. Tell us how you really feel, homeboy. Tell us how you really feel. And notice, fam, he was talking to W's the same way that the boule be trying to talk to us. Y'all know when they come around and say, y'all stuck on stupid, you need to shut up and damn vote. We got the WO folks talking like that. He's doing the W boule. He's doing the W boule. Now he's blaming, because I mean, are you surprised that somebody who's probably about 50, 11 years old, are you surprised that he's out here going in on the youth? He's blaming that on the youth. And then he blamed Kamala. And he's saying they need to destroy the whole thing. Dude is really upset right now. Okay, so once again, that is what? Fracture number 3037. How many fractures have we highlighted within the Democratic Party? I'm talking about young, old, everybody. You name them, family. Everybody in the Democratic establishment is upset. They're fighting each other, all live and in living color. And when James Carville comes out and he just cussing out everybody, you know, it's almost like they came home and Grandpa was like, shut the door, damn it, and pass me the mashed potatoes. Yeah, he is pissed. He's pissed. He's mad. He's upset. He's hurting. And he should be. He should be. Because it highlights to them, family, that they don't know what's going on. Well, we got people pointing their fingers every which way, and they're trying to figure out why they lost. Well, they're trying to figure out why they lost because they lost in so many different ways. There's not just one way in which they lost. They lost in a billion different factors. So therefore, they got a billion different people fighting. You can blame foundationals for that. And also, as we sit there and we break down the criminal enterprise of the Joe Biden family, like only we could do on the Black Alpha Network, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. As we break that down in terms of Kazakhstan and Ukraine and Russia, let's also talk about immigration, because we know that Joe Biden was going to get paid off immigration more than just keeping the borders open. So what's Hunter Biden's role in that? Because you know you're not talking about the Bidens. You're not talking about the Biden crime syndicate unless you're talking about immigration. If you're getting paid off of the Ukraine and you're meeting with people in Moscow and high-ranking officials from Kazakhstan and Kazakhstan, if you're doing all that, then you know damn well somewhere they were getting paid off of the immigration crisis. Don't tell me that a Biden ain't getting paid off immigration. That's their number one thing. Well, damn it, we found out some of the organizations that Hunter Biden was getting paid off of. And guess what, y'all? It has everything to do with immigration. So not only were they getting paid off of Russia, Ukraine, Moscow, they were also getting paid with the illegal immigration crisis as well. But you already knew they would. Watch this one.
So then the third one was Hunter Biden actually owns 10% of a company called ePlata, which is a micro financing loan company for illegal immigrants coming up through the southern border. And so, you know, at the same time, the Biden administration Justice Department put out a notice telling the banks that the Justice Department would take legal action against any bank who refused loans to illegal immigrants. Meanwhile, the first son has an equity investment in a company that profits off those very loans. So
whoa. He's saying a lot. He's saying a lot in a little time. Slow it down for a minute, Baldy. Hold up. What he's telling us is that Hunter Biden, again, is in with an organization that provides loans and allows illegals to come to America. Then it's a organization that is detailed in the assistance of the mass migration crisis. Okay. On top of that, the Biden administration put in an incentive and a law that anybody that was denying loans to these people were essentially going to get punished. So he was forcing people in the banks to play along with mass immigration. This is how you end up with 22 million illegal people in the United States of America in 3.5 years. It gets deep, and there's about to be some prosecution.
So then the third one was Hunter Biden actually owns 10% of a company called ePlata, which is a micro financing loan company for illegal immigrants coming up through the southern border. And so, at the same time, the Biden administration Justice Department put out a notice telling the banks that the Justice Department would take legal action against any bank who refused loans to illegal immigrants. Meanwhile, the first son has an equity investment in a company that profits off those very loans.
So is that weaponizing the Justice Department? Oh, that is a very, very offensive crime right there. That is weaponizing the Justice Department. The same thing that they said that Donald Trump was going to do. And us right here on the Black Alpha Network, we went and we did some more digging, and we want to see more about this Aplanta. And I want all of you guys right now to go ahead and do a simple web search for Aplanta, okay? Go ahead and check it out. There you go, right there. Screenshot that, because they may try to scrub that off the internet. I don't know. Maybe with Donald Trump as president and with these charges about to come on Joe Biden, maybe they don't want to scrub this. But go ahead and look at that right there, family. That's Aplanta. That is the company that had a partnership with Hunter Biden again. So this is way bigger than crack pipes. This is way bigger than prostitutes. This is way bigger than a laptop. This runs all the way from the Ukraine through Russia. It runs all the way from Kazakhstan to China, and it ends up right here on the doorsteps of America and at the banks in which we all use. And those same banks that we all use were essentially being blackmailed by a weaponized Department of Justice because they wanted to put money in the pockets of the Joe Biden family crime syndicate. Easy work, easy work, easy work. They know what time it is. And every single thing that they do, we right there in front of them, watching it all play out. It's getting deeper. This rabbit hole is getting a lot deeper. And the reason why it's getting deeper, family, because remember, a lot of this all started because foundational Black Americans, we started calling out Democratic shields. We're the ones who really got everybody looking into the money. All this auditing, this high-level auditing that's going on in America right now, that's all because of FBA. It's all because of FBA. Let's make this clear, okay? Let's make this real clear. This all started, all of these corruption scandals, these donation scandals, they all started because foundational Black Americans were the first people calling out these folks who've been taking paychecks to to stifle Black Americans. To undermine Black Americans, that's one thing. To stifle Black Americans, that's another. And we were the ones calling all of this out. So people started saying, let's go and do some audits. And now everybody's doing these audits and a lot of money's coming back crazy. You notice since the election, family, you've heard more about the Democratic finances than anything else. You've seen a lot of stuff coming back about the Democratic finances, and it all goes back to foundational Black Americans saying, hey, what happened to that money you gave Roland? People are like, what would you mean gave Roland? Man, hold on now. Okay, look at this right here. I want y'all to see this. When they tell us that they don't have money for foundational Black American reparations, y'all look at this right here. Check this out. Look at how much money that they done slid over to the Ukraine. Pentagon reveals total aid to the Ukraine. The U.S. Congress spending on Ukraine since the beginning of the special military operation in February 2022. Family, 2022? Really? That ain't that damn long ago. All right? You're talking about that much money since 2022? That's easy work right there, you guys. So the fact that they were able to harness up that much money in a short amount of time for non-American citizens, that makes everybody cause for pause. That makes everybody look at this Biden, Kamala Harris administration side eye. And when you add disgrace on top of all of that, it gets even worse. Speaking of disgrace right now, you guys, we all know who's running and hiding, okay? So you already seen what we just talked about, what we broke down in terms of everything with the pardons and the 2014, the crime syndicate, what everybody's calling it. Donald Trump is openly out here saying, man, listen, I'm going out here and getting everybody. Y'all notice, is Donald Trump kind of coming out here and pulling a training day? Ain't that kind of what you're seeing? Donald Trump is basically pulling the training day. He's saying, I'm putting cases on all y'all. That's why they didn't want him to win the presidency, y'all. That's why CNN went to overdrive, MSNBC went to overdrive. Everybody was getting them paychecks because they were doing everything, all hands on deck to stop him from being president, because if he becomes president, which he has, he is going to prosecute and put cases on everybody. He went full Denzel on training day. And that's why you don't see the same energy with a lot of the Democratic shills. They're real quiet right now, all right? Because the Democratic shills, they sitting there and they thinking, if they get in trouble, the W's, what's going to happen to me? It's basically the House NIGGA when Massa's wife is arguing. He just get in the corner and go, if boss is getting yelled at, I don't want it to come down on me now. I'm gonna stay over here. Let me just act like something's happening. Y'all want some food or something? You feel me? They don't really want to look up because they don't want Karen, the slave master's wife, to say, what you looking at? They don't want the slave master to say, Roland, why you care? Matter of fact, you get out. They don't want the energy that's going on in the conflict between massa and massa. They don't want that to come there. So the Democratic shields done went into a little hole. They done jumped into a little hole. They done put the blankets over their head. They said, Massa's got some problems going on in the house now. If Massa start fighting, man, I'm just going to be quiet. I get scared. There ain't nothing more scary than a Democratic slave when you start to see two masters fighting. He gets petrified. He can't handle it. Nope, he can't handle it because he knows Massa going to come get him. And speaking of that, since we're talking about everybody coming to get him, out of all this pardon, what did Joe Biden end up doing? Joe Biden made all these pardons, and he's going to pardon more people, okay? And Donald Trump going to be on him. What's the next thing? Yeah, Stephen from the Django. Yep, that's the same thing. That's exactly what it is. I'm going to hide now. They scared. They scared, family. They don't want that smoke. Joe Biden, do y'all know? This is what his week consisted of, okay? Last week. The man pardoned his son, threw that out there, hopped on the plane, and went to Africa. Joe Biden is in Africa right now. Yes, Joe Biden can't walk, okay? Somehow Joe Biden ends up in Africa. What's going on, America? What's popping? Yo, 3 billion-year-old president pardons his son and then flies immediately over to Africa. Why? He went over to Africa to throw what I called earlier. He threw a Tether lifeline. This is what they're doing now. The Tethers were scared. We played all the clips with all the people saying, run, Trump is coming. Do not come to America. If you leave, get back now because the doors won't be open. Y'all remember all the stuff we was playing? They were showing folks jumping and hopping and skipping. It's just been Tether palooza. A Tether frenzy has been going on in America. Tethers are running every goddamn way you could find. They was grabbing a microphone saying, this is a message and alert. You guys run. They were scared because they didn't know what was going to happen. There's nobody more scared right now than a Democratic shield and then a Tether. And if it's a Tether cracked, they're very afraid. Everybody's scared. So this man goes over to Angola. And when he gets there, what does he do, y'all? He invests. He says, we're going to invest another $1 billion. Remember they got $55 billion just 2 years ago? And they try to pass it off like reparations. Remember that? I was the first person who broke that story, but I broke it in terms of calling out the procedure and what they were trying to do. Joe Biden went over there and they said, this is what he said. He said, America's first sin was slavery. And instead of having a foundational Black American there, he was acting like the slaves were the Africans. Yeah, somehow he associated chattel slavery in the United States of America, a slavery in which they never want to compensate American freedmen for. The Democrats openly and actively sabotage all of our reparations claims and all of our reparations approaches. But then he went over to Africa and he said, here's $55 billion for slavery. Take it. And do you know what the African did? He said, thank you, brother. It was so bad what happened to us. Slavery in America, it hurt Africans so bad, even though we never came over there. But I take the money. The African put that FBA mask on and he perpetrated being us. And he took the $55 billion in our name. And Joe Biden, in his final month of being the president, a disgraced president, flies over to Africa, and then he gave him another $1 billion. Watch this right here, y'all. This is breaking news. This is just from today. The man threw a Tether lifeline in his last month of being in office.
You know, that's the right thing for the wealthiest nation in the world to do. And today, I'm announcing over $1 billion in new humanitarian support for Africans displaced from homes by historic droughts and food insecurity. We know African leaders and citizens are seeking more than just aid. You seek investment. So the United States is expanding our relationship all across Africa, from assistance to aid, to investment to trade, moving from patrons to partners to help security. We know African leaders and citizens are seeking more than just aid. You seek investment. So the United States is expanding our relationship all across Africa, from assistance to aid, to investment to trade, moving from patrons to partners to help bridge the infrastructure gap. You know, that's the right thing for the wealthiest nation in the world to do. And today, security.
Listen to that. It's the best thing to do for the wealthiest nation. Listen, family, he's talking about reparations for Africa. He's using our language. Watch.
You know, that's the right thing for the wealthiest nation in the world to right thing for the wealthiest nation in the world to do. The right thing for the wealthiest nation in the world to do.
How'd you get that wealth, Joe? How was that wealthiest nation accumulated, Joe? No. You tell me, how did America become the wealthiest nation? The right thing to do is to give $1 billion to Africa based on America being the wealthiest nation. But the right thing to do isn't reparations for certified foundational Black American freedmen who garnered that wealth, where you wouldn't be sitting there. And then the African does what they always do. They sit there and they say, thank you for the money. You see, family, this is why ain't nobody putting that cape on for Joe Biden. And this is why when Donald Trump comes down with criminal charges on him and locks up his whole damn crime syndicate family, we gonna be sitting there applauding. That's why. Joe Biden's been anti-Black since he stepped in the building. He came in anti-Black. He will leave anti-Black. He was 20 years old anti-Black. Now he's 2,000 years old, and he's anti-foundational Black American. And he's given our language over to Africans. This is all the cause and effect, y'all, of foundational Black Americans standing on business. This is a Tether lifeline. He's saying, Tethers, all of y'all, I'm going to throw you some paper real quick. Let me paper you up real fast. Because foundational Black Americans, they don't have to deal with this, and Trump is coming. This is a shame.
You know, that's the right thing for the wealthiest nation in the world to do. And today, I'm announcing over $1 billion in new humanitarian support for Africans displaced from homes by historic droughts and food insecurity. We know African leaders and citizens are seeking more than just aid. You seek investment. So the United States is expanding our relationship all across Africa.
I thought you couldn't do something for someone specifically. What about the aid to foundational Black American communities? Okay, you want to talk about people being homeless. Foundational Black Americans are homeless, and you're sitting there giving the money right away to immigrants and putting them in high rises. Oh, I thought you couldn't do something specifically for people, but you find $1 billion out of nowhere and you give that specifically to Africans. Cap.
From assistance to aid.
Assistance. How come foundational Black Americans cannot get assistance? How come foundational Black Americans cannot get aid? And how come foundational Black Americans are told none of the money can be found? But yet we just sat there and seen that your family is pocketing billions of dollars from the Ukraine, China, Russia, and every other country, all the way down to Mexico. And now you're sitting here trying to tell us about funds going to Africa. This is what we talk about.
Investment to trade, moving from patrons to partners.
And you can move to the nursing home, and it looks like you may be moving to some handcuffs. So you go ahead and you have fun with that one. This is what we talk about, you guys. This is what we're saying. We have no feelings for these people at all. It's time to get real ruthless up in here. That's what we on, family. Real damn ruthless. We need to get straight to the point with these people and just let them all know we ain't playing no games. You guys remember this right here? Speaking of that, y'all remember this? Okay, while you sit there and you see all of this happening, when you see that he literally has an open drug addict son, all right? Literally, while you see that right there, an open drug addict family, right? Of a guy who's literally on camera doing drugs and dancing. How many of you guys remember, though, just 2 years ago, y'all remember a part of Joe Biden's equity plan was crack pipes for Black Americans? How many of you guys remember that? Put the 100s in the chat if you remember when he was trying to give us crack pipes. Yeah. Remember when all the shields came out? They had the Rollins and the Vanessa Jones in them, and they were saying, that ain't got nothing to do with no damn crack pipes. What it really is, it's a instituted law that was created so it can create urban development and small business loans. Because you can take the crack pipe and then you can break it down because the glass is manufactured in Idaho. Who is the number one people moving to Idaho? Black people, all three of them. So this ain't nothing about no damn crack pipes, you damn fools, you damn FBAs and B1s and certifieds. You don't know what you're talking about. No, it says right damn there. Biden's racial equity includes crack pipes. This is what he was trying to give us. This is what the Democratic shields were hiding from. Everybody in the chat, y'all all remember this right here. I see y'all. Absolutely. So there's a big problem. The fact that we all see this right here. And he was running around saying, what you mean crack pipes? We ain't got no crack pipes for nobody. It's right there. Oh, that's one article. What about another one? Oh, uproar over crack pipes puts Biden's drug strategy at risk. You mean to tell me that the guy who created the 1994 crime bill that locked up Black Americans over small, simple drug offenses is the same exact guy who was trying to give us crack pipes? You can't make this up, family. You cannot make this up. You see, Joe Biden never wrote one single solitary policy for foundational Black Americans. Never did. He has a history of trying to pin drugs on us. You know what that was, you guys? That was a drug plant. He was trying to plant drugs on Black Americans. That's what that was. That's what that was. He was trying to plant drugs on you. See, he gives you crack pipes, and then he sends in the police to arrest you, and you all go into his 1994 crime bill. Easy work. And then all of those private prisons that the Democrats are all plugged in with, they all pocket the money. You see how all of that works? Very simple, very basic. That man was planting drugs on folks. And while his son is dancing in the cocaine, okay, while his son is doing the crack splits, you ended up getting that right there. And isn't it funny to take that even further, y'all? Take that a step that nobody wants to talk about. Isn't it funny that you can go from Joe Biden as a part of his racial equity family? That was a part of his racial equity plan. Okay. Racial equity is giving Black people crack pipes. And that's what they were trying to tell us we need to vote blue no matter who for. And that's why we voted couch and vote blue is gone. And it's funny because it came from the same exact person who was running around here trying to feed this to foundational Black Americans. How many of y'all remember this? The 1994 crime bill.
I'm the guy that said rehabilitation, when it occurs, we don't understand it and notice it. And even when we notice it and we know it occurs, we don't know why. So you cannot make rehabilitation a condition for release. That's why in our system, there's the federal system, you serve 85% of your time. I remember when it was going on, when I was making these arguments in the late 70s, they used to call Biden's same time for the same crime provision. It's a shame, but we don't know how to rehabilitate. But there is a consensus, and I will cease. A, we must make the streets safer. I don't care why someone is a malefactor in society. A, we must make the streets safer. I don't care why. Streets safer. I don't care why someone is a malefactor in society. I don't care why someone is antisocial. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society, try to help them, try to change their behavior. That's why we do in this bill. We have drug treatment and we have other treatments to try to deal with it, but they are in jail. Away from deal with it, but they are in jail. They are in jail. Away from my mother, your husband, our families.
Your family? Away from your family? Y'all, did he just use that family right there as a catalyst to lock our families up? This is Jim Crow Joe, Mr. 4,000 years old. No cape on. So when he starts getting them charges and he gets seen as the biggest disgrace in modern
And we have
history,
actually been making
right
progress
Kamala,
on this count
and
as a
when
nation.
Donald Trump comes down on his administration, ain't nobody coming to save him. I be damned. That man sat there and said, my kids, while his kid is doing drugs and his kid is breaking the law, federal laws, doing drugs, and being an absolute terror to his own family, because there's some stories out there about people that Hunter Biden got hooked on drugs. And there's stories about people out there that Hunter Biden perhaps played a role in some harming of them. So when your son was the absolute super predator, you was trying to point at us way back in 94, while your family been hooked on that drug ever since the beginning, and breaking the law, and being criminals, and about to get locked up. But y'all remember this individual right here too? Let's go there. Y'all remember this statement by this lady?
The fourth challenge is to take back our streets from crime, gangs, and drugs. And we have actually been making progress on this count as a nation because of what local law enforcement officials are doing, because of what citizens and neighborhood patrols are doing. We're making some progress. Much of it is related to the initiative called community policing, because we have finally gotten more police officers on the street. That was one of the goals that the president had when he pushed the crime bill that was passed in 1994. He promised 100,000 police. We're moving in that direction.
Whoa, wait for it.
But we can see it already makes a difference, because if we have more police interacting with people, having them on the streets, we can prevent crimes. We can prevent petty crimes from turning into something worse. But we also have to have an organized effort against gangs. Just as in a previous generation, we had an organized effort against the mob. We need to take these people on. They are often connected to big drug cartels. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the kinds of kids that are called super predators, no conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the president has asked the FBI to launch a very concerted effort against gangs everywhere. In addition to that, he has appointed a new drug czar. You probably saw him Tuesday night. He's one of the most distinguished active military generals that we have in our country. He's already proven that he knows how to interdict drugs because of his command of the South American activity on behalf of the United States. But General McCaffrey will make a big difference. And I believe it is now time for all of us to know what we can do individually to be part of this anti-crime, anti-gangs, anti-drug.
An anti-foundational black. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. These are the Democrats that they want us to save right now. These are the Democrats that they want us to jump in and say, Trump, leave him alone. Be nice to Hillary. Don't bring up no charges on Joe Biden. It ain't going to happen. We going to say, have him. Good luck. I'll be over here enjoying the show. Popcorn ready. What do we got right now? How many 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s babies? What generation do we got in the building? Because I got some questions. I want to go back. I want to break down some things from the past. I want to know, do I got any 60s babies in the house? Do I got any 70s babies? 2000s babies? It don't matter. What year y'all born, man? What generation, okay? What decade, okay? We got 80s, 90s. Where we at? I need to know from the family, because I got some questions, and I want to go back to what was really going on as we completely do it. Because remember, you guys, it's our job to bring the receipts and to keep bringing the receipts. Our receipts as foundational Black Americans are what got us here in the first place. That's because of us. We're the ones exposing all the money, all the donations, all the criminality. And the more we bring our receipts on all of these people, the more we're going to expose it. The more it gets exposed, the more they go into jail. So let's keep bringing the receipts. Post-election, midterms, the more FBA brings the receipts, it's a wrap. I see some 60s babies, 70s babies. I see everybody. Let's go. I got some baby boomers in the house. Let's go. 2000s babies. Let's go. All the way. Here we go. Here we go. Lock Hillary up. Generation X. Much love. Much love. The chat going crazy. You ain't lying. There they go. Yes. Beautiful foundational Black Americans. All of us. Every generation that we was born in, family. Remember, when you were born, you was born into the greatest lineage of all time. And when you got here, you were already winning. So if that's the 60s, the 50s, if it's the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, when you showed up, you were already a part of the championship team. I got my 2000s babies in here. Certified salute. Certified salute. Yes, indeed. Millennial, let's go. Much love. Millennials. I'm a millennial too. Let's go. Here we go. 86. I see you, Gene. Much love. 1950s. Okay, let's go. Beautiful time. So whether you were born in this guy, if y'all see behind me right now, okay, that's the greatest boxer of all time, Sugar Ray Robinson. All right, so if you was born when Sugar Ray Robinson was knocking folks out, you certified. Salute. If you were born when Muhammad Ali was knocking people out, certified. Salute. Mike Tyson, certified. Salute. It don't matter, because when you got here, trust me, there was an FBA and they was knocking somebody out. Shout out to my brother Sage, because we was talking about that earlier today too. Much love. 85, baby. Much love. I'm partial to all my 80s babies. There they go. Yes, indeed. I see you, Hurricane. Much love, brother. 72. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I'm glad you guys are in the building, man, because it's going to take you guys to help me out with this. All right. For a lot of people who don't remember, I'm going to need all of you guys, because you are going to be the ones that really, really bring this point home. How many of you guys remember circa 2000, circa 1995? Much love. Yeah, Ali's my favorite. Much love. How many of you guys remember circa 1990, 1991? You guys remember when hip hop was really starting to take over? You remember when hip hop really kind of went to the West Coast and they started selling millions of records? Y'all remember when The Chronic came out with Dr. Dre? You remember Nothing But a G-Thing and Snoop? You remember right after that, Tupac was getting big? Who remembers Ice Cube, NWA? How many of y'all remember when America had it all out for gangster rap music? Y'all remember C. Dolores Tucker? You remember that? Dolores Tucker used a instead of trying to, or let's say, trying to help you destroy your brother. I ain't gonna curse on that. You know what I'm saying? I got some people in here. Some of y'all got grandparent age. I can't curse around grandparents. Okay, so Dolores Tucker used a is trying to, instead of trying to help you destroy your brother. Okay, that's what they were doing. Y'all remember that, right? And by the way, y'all know C. Dolores Tucker. She was a Tether. She wasn't FBA. No, she wasn't. Nope, she wasn't. Y'all remember all that? Y'all, I mean, every day you turned on the news, they was like, in leading news in America, we're not going to talk about the killing. We're not going to talk about the war. We're not going to talk about the corruption. We're going to talk about Snoop Dogg and Tupac. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when it's, let's talk about what's going on right now in the Middle East. We're going to get to Saddam Hussein later. Right now, we're going to talk about Tupac's new CD and all them bad words, right? That was terrible. NWA, yep, Tupac, you name them, Dr. Dre. There was a lot of people back then. And remember when they was, I know y'all remember, that's why I had to have everybody do the roll call. I needed my 60s babies, my 70s babies, my 80s babies, 90s babies, my 2000s baby. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? My churn is a 2000s baby. However, 2000s, y'all just kind of got to remember this. Y'all got to kind of look back on this and listen to some of the OGs talk. And much love to y'all, okay? They came after gangster rap crazy because a lot of the young folks today, they don't remember a time when rap was under complete scrutiny. Y'all remember when they was talking about they was going to ban rap? They was really trying to do it. They was actually having cases with Time Warner. They was talking about, you got to take this off the street. You got to get this out of here. They was throwing CDs and they was stepping on them and breaking them. They was out here having whole specials. Why do you listen to hip hop music? It's because your dad is gone. Okay, did your mommy not love you? Gangster rap is blamed on every killing. Y'all remember in the 1990s, every single killing that happened was blamed on rap music. That's why Ice Cube has a song, Gangster Rap Made Me Do It. Yeah, I see the family in here. Much love. Shout out to 1991. I see you. There they go. Yep. They was coming crazy at hip hop music and they was trying to ban it. That's why if you ever listen to the song that Tupac made where he was going in, man, he was wrecking everybody. It really wasn't just a song because all of his music, but Holla If You Hear Me by Tupac Shakur. He said, Quail, you should never brought my name up. Dan Quayle, who at the time was the vice president of America, this man went on the Congress floor and called out Tupac, who at the time is like 20. It was blaming him for everything because some guy in Texas, he unalived somebody and they was trying to blame that on Tupac Shakur. It was crazy. It was crazy. Absolutely. They was breaking things. They blamed the LA riots on hip hop music. Hip hop was the #1 public enemy. No pun intended to public enemy, okay? They didn't like them because they was coming with the conscious stuff. Then you had the gangster stuff. Kids today remember music and they don't know. They just go listen to their music loud, go to the store, hear all the crazy things going on in hip hop. They don't remember a time where that art form was trying to get taken off the street. That's why we spoke about it so hard last year. Where were the Puerto Ricans at when they was trying to get rid of hip hop? Y'all didn't come out and defend. Where were all the Mexicans? All the Jamaicans, everybody who says that they created hip hop, where were they at when they was trying to take hip hop off the streets? Yep, rap concerts were banned in LA County. Yep, I remember, I was a kid. I mean, I was super young. I remember Dr. Dre and Snoop were coming to Ohio, and the damn governor or somebody was like, no, we don't want their music here. Literally, these folks was trying to break the law to stop these rappers. And brothers and sisters, us foundational Black Americans, we stood on business and we rode for the culture that we created. Puerto Ricans didn't do nothing about them trying to stop hip hop music because it's not their creation. So they didn't love it and own it. This is why we were exposing all of them last year. Same with the Jamaicans and the Mexicans. All these people running around here talking about hip hop, y'all were not on the front line when these people were trying to stop hip hop music. And hip hop music was the #1 catalyst for the 1994 crime bill. Yes. Notice that Hillary Clinton said what? She said gangs up. And it was gangster rap music. If you remember any of those nightly specials, Connie Chung, y'all remember Connie Chung? How many of y'all remember Connie Chung? You remember Dan Rather? You remember them? Remember they'd have nightly specials again, not talking about war, not talking about the Middle East. They was talking about rap music. They were purposely trying to make it big deal, right? They were blaming every bad thing in the world. Somebody stubbed their toe. They said it was because of rap music. All right. Music was too loud. They say it's because of rap music. They was putting in ordinance. So they were using that. And they was talking about Snoop Dogg. Remember, see Dolores Tucker. She's like Snoop Dogg and doo-doo. Remember that she was a Tether. Come to find out she was a Tether. So you had tethers that were actually trying to stop hip hop in 1993, 94. And now tethers in 2023 and 24 saying they created it. Tethers have always been trying to get involved in hip hop in a negative way. And we ran them out the paint. So they were running all types of games. Y'all lighting it up. You're absolutely right, man. Everything y'all saying is 100% true. BET Rap City. Yeah, Rap City. Yeah, they was doing all types of crazy stuff. All types of crazy things. And that's what they were doing. They were using hip hop music as a catalyst to write the 94 crime bill. The 94 crime bill was a result of gangster rap music. And they were literally telling you gangster rap. And it was also the 3 strikes law. That was all based on that. That was it. Yeah. They were blaming all that stuff on hip hop. All that music videos. Remember, they didn't want to play the videos. Remember that? Remember, they was overly blurring the video. You would literally see a rock video where they had the guitars and were screaming. They would have things on fire. They would have people getting duct taped and harmed. They had played the whole damn video. Snoop Dogg pull out a 40 ounce and they blur the whole damn thing out and talk about, we're going to play something very disturbing. Put all your kids in bed. They were dramatic as hell. Dramatic. That's what they were doing back then. Yep, always a tether. Absolutely. That's what they're doing. I see y'all. Yep, using music as a weapon. You absolutely right, family. Right there. I see you. Where you at? Oh, you done read my mind. And the CBC signed off on it. Family, that right there was the damn post of the day. Because that's where I was leading to. Look at this right here, family. I got my certifieds in here. Absolutely. They was going platinum. They was mad too. Because brothers and sisters was going platinum without radio play. They was going to jail and getting out and going platinum. They didn't like none of that. They was beating the system. That's what brothers and sisters was doing. We were beating the system and we were playing fair. And by the way, before we do that, because y'all got me turned up now. We done went down memory lane. Before I get to that, that's a good one. We're going to get to the caucus. Yeah, what it was that brothers and sisters was coming off the street and they were making billions of dollars. Okay? They were going to jail and making billions of dollars. And they were clean. If you look at all the rappers from way back then, think about it. Snoop Dogg caught a case. Murder was the case that they gave me. Tupac got a case, a big case with Tupac. Come to find out, Snoop never did it and Tupac never did it. Y'all notice that they always refer to Tupac as a RA person. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And Tupac was never convicted of that. So it goes to show you again, they was putting cases on these people and every one of them folks came out clean. They were putting cases on every single one of them. Not to mention you had the CEOs. You had the CEOs that were coming off the street. They was getting money and they was turning it into record labels. That's why now they don't want the CEOs around. They got the real rappers kind of out the paint. It's kind of making a comeback now. You know what I'm saying? And it's still out there. You can gravitate towards good music. But they wanted to get the CEOs out the way. Whether anybody feels about Suge Knight, okay, he was one. Master P was one. Jay Prince, he was one. Damon Dash was one. Y'all remember the story when they said in 2000 they were all going to get together and create a union, and then somebody told, I heard it was Jay-Z, and they all got raided by the feds right afterwards? These were all the prominent CEOs of the 90s. They got the CEOs out the paint. Yeah, shout out to Ice-T. Ice-T was out there on that work. Ice-T was really doing it big. You know what I'm saying? We were introducing our culture because back then, East Coast, West Coast, down south, up north, they didn't communicate a lot. So hip hop was our way of seeing, oh, this is how they do it out there. Okay. And then who really fueled the East Coast, West Coast beef? A bunch of tethers. Tupac was running with some tethers out there in New York, and they were the ones who really facilitated the East Coast, West Coast. So when you look at it, family, hip hop has had such a tumultuous time frame based on tethers and the Democrats. And aren't those the same ones giving us hell now? And aren't those the same ones that we just destroyed on election night? You can go all the way back to when most of us were kids and weren't even born, and look what happened. Absolutely. Jay-Z railroaded all that. Irv Gotti too, much respect. You absolutely right. Cannot forget about Irv. Irv Gotti, yep. There we go. Yeah. Big facts. I like that. That's a good point. I heard, and it's pretty much on heavy authority, y'all, that Jay went out and Jay went to do some snitching. And that was it. And then boom. And look at Jay out here coming out supporting Hillary Clinton in 2016, remember? And everybody else had Fed cases. Everybody had Fed cases. Okay. And what did they do with our good brother Damon Dash? They discredit Damon Dash all the way. Master P. You know, the South was bubbling. You had folks from the South that was getting to it. You had people like Swab House. You had these little labels. You had big labels. Folks was eating. But yeah, absolutely. Haitian Jack. All of these tethers. The same tethers that you see out there in New York right now. The same ones. They was out there feuding and putting a lot of that out there. The Vibe magazine. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of things. Yes, the brothers and sisters could have did better. Yes, they could have. But man, the tether influence was so thick. And these were a lot of guys was in their early 20s. And remember, they didn't have the same blueprint, okay? They didn't have the same blueprint. They didn't. And we seen the way it played out all the way across the board. So boom, next thing you know, things got real funny, real tricky, and everything came down bad. That is why. Not to mention all the movies that were being made. Y'all remember I see right there, yeah, remember the movie South Central. Remember Boys in the Hood. Hip hop, the music, it turned into hip hop, the movies. Tupac was making feature films. Tupac wasn't making no hood classics. Tupac was literally in feature films. He was literally a critically acclaimed actor. This was crazy back then. And they used that as a catalyst to give us the 1994 crime bill. You said it was Puff, not Jay-Z? Okay. I heard it was Jay, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was both of them. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised because they're simply look. Find out who's snuggling up next to the dominant society. Find out the one that the dominant society is saying, come on in, and you got your mole. You have your mole. You want to find out who the mole is? Find out the one that's the most accepted by the dominant society. When Black Lives Matter gets spray painted on the whole damn NBA floor, we knew they were the bad ones. So I heard it was both. I'll be honest with you. I heard it was Jay, and I heard Puffy. You know, Puff is out here having baby oil parties. So I wouldn't be shocked if that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, gridlock, gang related, real crazy. Yeah, I heard it was Jay. I heard it was Jay-Z. That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? I think Puff might have been too busy, you know what I'm saying, tying people up in bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, Jimmy Henchman. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Okay, Leo Corn flipped on Jay. Yeah, real talk. Real talk, family. These folks is out there on some funny style timing. You know what I'm saying? And Tupac came from an era where Tupac was on some Black Panther stuff. Tupac was on that. You know what I'm saying? Even Suge Knight. Suge does knucklehead stuff, but he's a very intelligent person. Suge said a long time ago, he's like, forget about the slave ships. It's about ownership. Okay? They didn't want that out there. These people had if you go back to the old CEOs, they had an entrepreneur mentality where I'm going to put people on and make it big and big and big. That was a great thing. Sam Cooke was on this way back in the day, and see what happened with him. So we know how this all plays out. We know how it plays out. But back to it, y'all, because, boy, y'all got me in here. It feel like FBA Friday rocking with y'all. Look at this right here. The Black Caucus yields on the crime bill. Look at this right here, you guys. This was written in 1993, I want to say, and it was updated in 2018. Watch this. With the switch of at least 3 votes, the Congressional Black Caucus made clear yesterday that it would come to President Clinton's rescue on the crime bill. After a meeting at the White House with Mr. Clinton, 3 Black Caucus members who had voted against bringing the $33 billion measure up for the final House vote last week announced that they had succumbed to his appeals to save not only the crime bill, but perhaps his presidency. Yeah, listen what they said. Bill Clinton's presidency was based on the crime bill. We're going to get into the details of the crime bill, you guys. A lot of people just talk about the crime bill and say, yeah, man, he wrote a crime bill. Yep, that damn crime bill now. Let's talk about the fact that the crime bill literally had this man's presidency on the line. These are the details that seem to get forgotten in history. Let's also talk about how it was a $33 billion deal on the table. Let's talk about how the damn Black Caucus were out there campaigning for it. You see the difference? So this is the same Black Caucus that we're watching crash and burn now. Easy work. Watch this next one I got. I'm going to pull this next one up. These people have always been treasonous to the family. Look at this right here. A smaller faction of moderate Republicans might at least $1 billion. They want at least $1 billion in cuts from those programs. White House Chief of Staff Leon E. Panetta said yesterday that the president would agree to cut $420 million. The extraordinary amount of presidential pleading required to secure the help of the Black lawmakers in a critical moment seemed to demonstrate not only Mr. Clinton's weaknesses, but also how much his closest political allies resent his presumption that they will always be there. Listen that. They're saying that Bill Clinton basically told the Black Caucus, y'all gonna be there any damn way. Do what I tell you. Ain't that what they've been telling us when it comes to voting? Ain't that how they've been treating everybody who's foundational Black American in the voting process? So what ended up happening is that the Black Caucus said, since you need this so bad, Bill, we gonna get some Sambo balls up in here and we want something. So what did Bill Clinton end up doing, you guys? He went and wrote some butter biscuit paychecks and he gave it to the Black Caucus so he can get the final members to vote and he can pass his $33 billion presidency saving crime bill that split the Black family apart, all based on the things that we've noted. And check this quote out right here. I hope this drives home the fact that none of us should ever be taken for granted. Who said this? Representative John, I got my ass whooped in Selma Lewis, a Georgia Department Democrat who agreed yesterday to help Mr. Clinton after having resisted the president's early entries before last week. Mr. Clinton thanked caucus members yesterday for being a part of the most loyal Democratic faction in Congress, but 10 of the 38 Black Democrats in the House voted against when him and they posted the crime bill, an embarrassing setback for the administration. So, translation, they said, here's some damn butter biscuits, here's some damn good trouble, and sell out the Black folks. We'll put together a press conference, and we want you to go out in that press conference and blame hip-hop music and all of that gangster rap, and everybody will get their paychecks of butter biscuits. These folks been selling this out since way back then, and that's why we on them right goddamn now. There's no saving them. They not safe. They get regulated. Easy work, family. So you see the same names, you see the same faces, and they out there running the same game. So by reading that right there, y'all, doesn't that make the destruction that we just did to the Democratic shields that much sweeter? Don't it feel that much better, y'all? After reading that right there and putting into context more than just a crime bill and really understanding what the crime bill really was hitting for, don't it feel good to see what we just did to them and to have that all right there out on the table in Front Street? That makes it even better to know that we have crippled every single thing that they stood for, every single thing that they stated, every single thing that they try to run on us. We have destroyed it. That's how it is. That's how it should have always been, but it's that way now. They thought they had one on certified foundational Black Americans. And what we did, and I've been saying this for the giddy up, fam. FBA in this election, by destroying that same sellout Black caucus, by destroying that Democratic Party, we broke a generational curse. That's what we did, y'all. We broke a generational curse of voting blue no matter who and getting the Democrats sabotaging completely out the way. They couldn't sabotage us right now if they wanted to because they wouldn't know how. So that was a absolute positive victory for foundational Black Americans, and we will keep on letting everybody know that it was a victory because we can see all of that and we can highlight all the things they've done to us, but at the end of the day, we the ones who won. We the ones who got them all scared. We the ones who right there got Donald Trump saying he's going to start prosecuting people, running them out of business. We are the ones who got them looking at it this way right here. You want to talk about all that selling out, right? Okay. Well, let me tell you what we just did to your party. Watch this, y'all. It's about to go down.
The Democrats are crumbling after a catastrophic election defeat at the hands of Donald Trump, and there's only one person they're all blaming, Kamala Harris. The vice president's future in politics is hanging by a thread after top Democrats and mega donors are demanding answers as to where the $1.5 billion in funds have gone, leaving the Democrats in the red. Sky News All-Stars take a look at Kamala Harris's big funding blowout and subsequent post-election demise. Tough questions concerning the whereabouts of billions of dollars of funding after her disastrous election campaign that left the party in debt. Democrat Party strategist James Carville slammed Harris, saying the donors are enraged.
Resistance is going to have trouble raising money. These fundraisers are burnt. They're really pissed now. And the damage that the 2024 campaign has done, the damage that this decade has done to the Democratic brand is almost unfathomable.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen what he said. He said the damage done this decade to the Democrats is unfathomable. Family, can you put in the chat who is responsible for the damage this decade to the Democratic Party? He may not say it. CNN may not say it, but we gonna say it. Who's responsible for the damage created that the Democrats are dealing with right damn now? All the selling out, all the crime bills, all the super predators, all the 1994's hip hop is bad. Who got them against the ropes and broke down today? FBA. Remember, that ain't just us saying it. He just said it. He just sat there and said it. If you ever want to know the truth, go to the source. And when you go to the source, y'all, that source just told you. It's to the point where these people are admitting that they're in damage. It's one damn thing for them to be hurt. It's another damn thing for them to admit it. We have broken the Democrats to the point that they are publicly admitting that they have been damaged. And FBA gonna plant that damn flag right there. Ain't no coming back.
And the damage that the 2024 campaign has done, the damage that this decade has done to the Democratic brand is almost unfathomable. Almost unfathomable.
He also went on to say the spending will be audited to get to the bottom of the mess.
We're going to audit the campaign. We're going to audit Future Forward. We're going to audit the DMC. So people can know. But I'm telling you, without complete transparency, the campaign, we think, raised $1.5 billion. Okay. We know that Future Forward, the last we saw was $900 million. So we can assume that they got to $1 billion before election. That's $2.5 freaking billion. Do you have any idea where that money went? Does anybody have any idea where that money went? I mean, I have some places I started looking, and it's all, Albert, I promise you this, the amount of money and the amount of lobbyists that were involved in this campaign is staggering.
And Democrat...
No. Ain't no way we gonna stop and go over that. Ain't no way we going over that. Wait a minute, y'all. Did you just hear what he said? He said that it's further than $1 billion. You know what's been coming out lately, my family? What's been coming out lately is that it's not $1 billion. No. Kamala Harris ran through way more than $1 billion. And he just sat there and said, we are going to do a full audit with full transparency. Yes. When I tell everybody that Kamala about to go to jail, when I say clear out that damn cell block, when I say she about to have y'all see her on Front Street getting broke down publicly, there it is. There it go. She in trouble, y'all, because they already, just since our last episode, have dug even deeper. And now we're finding out that it's more than just $1 billion. We're hearing that she is in the red $2 billion, y'all. $2 billion in debt, according to all conservative amounts. So you know when the damn conservative amount is looking at it and it's like, well, no, now we thought it was $1 billion. Looks like it is $2 billion. And then you got James Carville coming out and he's saying, we are going to do an investigation. That's not Donald Trump. That ain't Trump saying it. No. So you got Trump doing the investigation and you got Carville. So a Republican and a Democrat, and they both looking at you sideways. The Democrats are in trouble and they know it.
Was 900 million, so we can assume that they got to $1 billion before election. That's $2.5 freaking billion. Do you have any idea where that money went? Does anybody have any idea where that money went? I mean, I have some places I started looking, and it's all, Albert, I promise you this, the amount of money and the amount of lobbyists that were involved in this campaign is staggering.
And Democrat mega donor John Morgan doubled down on this, slamming Kamala's waist.
Never heard anything like this before. Do you think somebody stole the money?
Well, maybe legally. I mean, look, to me, you remember the movie Mad Max when everybody's just doing whatever they wanted into the world? That's what happened here. All of a sudden, everybody's got the keys to the candy store. Ad buyers, talent, consultants. There's 100 days to do it. And the money started pouring in. Remember this, Chris.
And it seems the pressure has gotten to Kamala as she desperately scrambles to balance the books for the Democrats.
Well, after raising more than $1.5 billion during her failed election campaign and ending up with $20 million in debt, it seems Kamala Harris is desperate for more cash because the vice president is still reportedly pumping Democrat donors for money weeks after the election loss. Joining us now is journalist, writer and co-founder of The Base.
Joining you now is Certified Foundational Black Americans. There you go. Look at that, family. The money is coming back even more so. And they're doing even further investigations. And they're finding out that she's in deep trouble. And everybody's getting prosecuted. Everybody. It doesn't even matter. At this damn point, you guys, they're pulling back on everyone. You notice Carville, whatever his name is, notice that he sat there and said, I got a good place to look. He said, we're going to do some studying. We're going to do some breaking it down. We're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to be transparent. There's no way that she can cover for any of this and get out of Dodge. And y'all remember, we've been sitting here talking about Lucy Liu. Y'all remember Lucy Liu that's been running around here throwing Kamala under the bus? Y'all remember Lucy Liu? Oh, by the way, we in here deep as ever. Right now, I need everybody. Smash that like button right now. We got almost 1.3 thousand people in here. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. We got 1.3 thousand people. Everybody, if you here, smash that like button. I know a bunch of y'all already have. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe. We are putting in work and we are building. Y'all remember, we were talking about Lucy Liu running around, right? Remember that? And you were seeing Lucy Liu come out. You were seeing all these other people. By the way, somebody told me her name is Lucy Lee. And I was like, I didn't even know it was Lucy Lee. Somebody just told me that. So I guess I was right without even trying. I guess that's how it is. Notice how, family, you got all these people coming out and they're whistleblowing. And they're saying, yeah, Kamala took the money. They're trying to save themselves. Remember, we said the Democratic shield's in a hole. They don't want to come out and talk about Kamala. Everybody who was standing next to Kamala, win with black women, win with black men, win with Democratic shields, they're over there hiding. They don't want to be around Kamala because Kamala's going to threaten their job security. So now you got all these other people coming out, popping up, and it's a crazy game right now. Crazy game. Yeah, smash that like button. We in here deep. Smash that like button. Check this out. This same lady, I know y'all keep seeing her left and damn right. Do y'all know she did another damn interview?
Started concerts, celebrities.
This woman is doing interviews every day on Kamala Harris. Every time you see this woman, she got a new interview and she's saying, Kamala did it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me at all. Nope. So Lucy Liu, who are you? You out here running game on Kamala and I'm here for it. Smash that like button and fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use. Watch her on her 17th damn interview. She again is throwing Kamala under the bus. Carville said that they about to do an audit. He said that foundational Black Americans have damaged the Democrats beyond control. And now you got Lucy Lee doing her 15th interview saying Kamala did it.
And no one answered any questions about why millions of dollars were spent on star-studded concerts, celebrities. $2.5 million went to Oprah's production company. Oprah very well could have made an in-kind contribution and covered the production costs and her employee's salary herself, but she decided to take payment from the campaign instead. And also, we learned recently that $500,000 was given to Al Sharpton just shortly before he interviewed Kamala Harris. So there's a lot of conflict of interest here, and we need a careful accounting and probably more granular than the FEC report would offer. So somebody needs to carefully explain why they decided to, for example, spend $900,000 on the sphere. Because if we don't do that, how are voters and donors ever going to trust the Democratic Party again?
Do you think, on the flip side, a little over 100 days to mount a campaign was a near impossible task? Would there have been criticism if the Harris campaign did not leave everything on the table to spend every single dollar they have and then some? Isn't it common for campaigns to end in debt?
Well, when Obama ended in debt in 2012, it left the DNC in a terrible position because we had to climb out of debt, and that took a while. And that definitely, even Hillary Clinton cited the 2012 Obama debt as a reason why she lost, because initially her campaign was at a disadvantage. And also, there was no reason why consultants became overnight millionaires through the campaign. There's no justification for that. You know, these are everyday Americans, hardworking Americans, a lot of whom just gave $10 to $15, and that was all they could do. They poured their hearts into the campaign. They deserve answers as to why these people became millionaires, multimillionaires. Just bear in mind that all the advertising costs, hundreds of millions of dollars, went to just four well-connected firms. That's it. You know, the whole thing was very incestuous. Friends took care of friends, but it's not about that. That campaign was supposed to be spent on battleground states, making the economic case to Americans, explaining bread and butter issues, explaining how she would bring inflation down, not on lining the pockets of well-connected Democrats.
Family, she telling big time. They not even asking her some of that, y'all. She is telling massively. Listen to how much she's telling right there, y'all. She's literally saying people were getting the money and people were getting handed off paychecks and envelopes. They were taking care of their friends with campaign money. This woman is absolutely positively snitching. She done took it a step further. I thought it was just simple with the one guy saying she needs to be disqualified for life. When Carville is sitting there saying we're going to do some auditing. This is more than an audit. This woman is telling everybody who got the money. The friends got the money. Where'd the paper go? It went to all their buddies. It looks like this is going to turn out to be even deeper. Trust me, if she knows that, everybody knows that. So what happens next when these names, these dates, and these faces start getting exposed? Listen to how she start breaking it down. This woman is giving all the details. She done turned state.
And why she lost, because initially her campaign was at a disadvantage. And also, there is no reason why consultants became overnight millionaires through the campaign.
Consultants became overnight millionaires with campaign money? By no means is that legal. And then, family, that's one of the crimes that you can't even hide. How you gonna hide that crime right there? That's easy work. An overnight millionaire for a consultant. They were doing some stuff that's way deeper than everybody thinks, family. Way deeper.
There's no justification for that. You know, these are everyday Americans, hardworking Americans, a lot of whom just gave $10 to $15, and that was all they could do. They poured their hearts into the campaign. They deserve answers as to why these people became millionaires, multimillionaires. Just bear in mind that all the advertising costs, hundreds of millions of dollars, went to just four well-connected firms. That's it. You know, the whole thing was very incestuous. Friends took care of friends, but it's not about that. That campaign was supposed to be spent on battleground states, making the economic case to Americans, explaining.
Explaining is what you're doing, and you add some telling on top of that. Damn, y'all. That is damning right there. You can't come back from that. Let's think about that, you guys. You're talking about consultants becoming overnight millionaires. She ain't saying a week. She ain't saying a month. She's talking about they're getting overnight millionaire status. That's real in the field, okay? Then she's saying that a lot of this stuff was coming from four well-connected firms. The Kamala Harris campaign was one of the most corrupt campaigns in American history. And the problem that she has is FBA, again, we called it out first. Because remember, until we started calling out Rowland and Al Sharpton and the paid shields, because remember, they told us, they were telling us, y'all getting paid by Russia. Looks like Biden's family was getting paid by Russia. Okay, then they came out and told us, y'all sound like y'all getting paychecks from Donald Trump. Looks like they was getting paychecks from Kamala's people and handing it over. So when we first started calling out all the funny style Dillons and paying shields, then everybody else started looking. Consultant firms, consultants, these well-connected individuals, they were taking the money from the American public and they were giving it to each other. There's no turning back from that. All that's going to take is for Donald Trump, Republicans who got all control over the government, to say, let's put us together some congressional hearings. Because if Lucy Liu knows all the names and dates, trust me, Donald Trump knows. All right. And the very fact that she's out here talking, who y'all think gonna be the first witness they call to the stand? Kamala? There's about 100 different witnesses that are willing to turn state on you. Okay. You better lawyer up real damn fast. At the bare minimum, they're going to completely destroy her political campaign more than FBA already did. So she had FBA that ruined her career, and now she's about to have charges. At the maximum, somebody going to prison. Somebody going to damn jail. Trust me. And remember, anybody thinking, well, they ain't going to put Kamala in jail. Donald Trump's the president now, and this is a man who had all these damn charges. This is a new era now. We're in a time frame, family. Well, we got a whole new era. Ling, ling. I see that. We got a whole new era now. This ain't before where they playing by rules. All the rules are gone. You got a damn president right now with 34 felonies, and he mad as hell because they put that on him. He don't give a damn. So it's about to get extra real. But speaking of extra real, let's go there. I want you guys to see this. I'm telling you now. Oh, y'all gonna laugh at this one. Man, we got some exclusives right here on the Black Alpha Network, y'all. Check this out, check this out, check this out. So you got her out here running around telling, snitching, telling every goddamn body's business. Did y'all happen to see that when we say all of these people are getting G-checked, every day don't y'all wake up and you see a new Democrat under some type of investigation? I don't know if we got Mississippi in the building, all right? Much love to Mississippi if y'all in the house. But that mayor down there in Mississippi, I don't know where it's at in Mississippi. Did y'all see that they done brought him up on charges? Okay, that Tether guy. Yeah, Mr. Lumumba. Did y'all see Mr. Lumumba? Yeah, Mr. Lumumba. So let's add Democrat number 50 to the list of Democrats who are getting charged. Family, the prosecution and the main punishment of Democrats is coming down. Watch this.
Well, we have been expecting this for some time, but we didn't know when and how it would come. And of course, the mayor is obviously telegraphing how he plans to fight the charges. We haven't had a chance to do a thorough search of the history books, but it certainly appears that this is the first mayor in modern history to face federal indictment. And it's related to what we talked about before, just a vacant plot of land here in downtown connected to an undercover FBI investigation regarding a hotel deal, a bogus hotel deal at the Jackson Convention Complex. Let's take a listen at what the mayor had to say in his video statement a short time ago.
For all the folks out there saying, that ain't how it happened, it ain't gonna work that way, I'm hearing a whole lot of the first time evers, all right? First time ever a sitting president has felonies. First time ever someone got a mugshot, attempts on his life, and all those things. We are in the process of some first time evers. And I bet you half of those first time evers are going to be Democrats getting prosecuted. The days of these folks practicing lawfare against each other not happening, it is.
Jackson residents, it is with great disappointment that I come before you.
Wait a minute. Y'all read that name right there. Who is this guy? I got the family in here. Y'all tell me who's this guy. Okay, Jackson, is my Mississippi people in the house? Is my Mississippi people in the house? You're right. The system is crashing. Absolutely. We are in the midst of watching the system crash. Yes, Mississippi in the house. Much respect, family. Who's this dude right here? I never seen this Lumumba cat. Look at that name. What? Lumumba Chokeweed? What? Where? I'm sorry. I don't know this guy. And as a matter of fact, family, I'm sorry. I'm a little late to the show. This is for Mr. Lumumba. Alert, tether, alert, tether, alert, and the button always works. This dude is straight up on some tether time. Straight up on some tether time. Who is this guy? He is in deep trouble. Yes, Here we go. Watch this right here, family. When we say that the Democrats are being broken, didn't we say that it goes all the way down to mayors? Family, you got Joe Biden about to get prosecuted by Donald Trump. You got them auditing Kamala Harris's campaign to the point where she was so afraid she went to Hawaii and started hitting the liquor bottle. All the way down to the Democratic shills are afraid they're about to get fired, and Mr. Chokwa Lumumba in Mississippi is getting pulled up on charges. First time ever. Democrats are in an absolute breakdown. And we've been calling it out, y'all. We the only ones. Certified Black Society. We the only ones talking about this at the level we are, y'all. Pat yourself on the back. It's because of us.
My legal team has informed me that federal prosecutors have, in fact, indicted me on bribery and related charges. To be clear, I have never accepted a bribe of any type. As mayor, I have always acted in the best interest of the citizens of Jackson. We believe this to be a political prosecution against me, primarily designed to destroy my credibility and reputation within the community. There is no coincidence in its timing being just before the upcoming mayoral race. My legal team will vigorously defend me against these charges. Again, while I am disappointed, I am not deterred. So I ask for your patience and your prayers during this process. Thank you.
Yeah, the mayor very frank there in that statement, and given the indication that as this indictment becomes public in the next day or two, he has no plans to step down. In fact, he will be putting up a vigorous fight. As he said, his attorneys will vigorously defend him against the federal charges. Now, this comes just a couple of weeks after another person pleaded guilty in the ongoing federal investigation, again, connected to that bogus hotel deal at the Jackson Convention Complex. His name is Sharik Marvay Smith. In that bill of information, it talked about three unindicted co-conspirators, unindicted co-conspirator A, B, and C. And in one
A, B, and C. Don't Kamala got an A, B, and C? Don't Joe Biden got an A, B, and C? They coming in 2s and 4s, y'all. They rounding up every one of these people. Every one of these folks is getting rounded up. The system is crashing. I like the way you said that. It's time for a new day up in here. You starting to see it. All that lawfare that they've been practicing, the Republicans is out to get them. There ain't no coincidence, family, that right after the election happened, which we predicted was going to go down this way, that they are rounding the Democrats up. You waking up, getting on your social medias, and you starting to see just random ass mayors getting locked up. You sitting there thinking, damn, y'all got the mayor? The mayor got locked up. I'll be damned. That's where we at. They done went and got them Mr. Chokwa. Mr. Chokwa Lumumba. You in trouble. So didn't we say that the Tethers was afraid, y'all? We said that the Tethers better run and hide. And that goes for the, I guess the mayor Tethers as well. So the mayor Tethers, they run into. But you know, when we sit back and we start looking at this Chokwa cat, okay, I want to show y'all something real quick, family. Y'all work with me real fast because we in the building, we in the place. Ballers gonna ball, haters gonna hate. Let's check this out real quick because I ain't never heard of this guy. Never heard of him. Yeah, rescinded citizenship. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Yep. And I like what you're saying there, my sister. FBA did that. We're going to have to get that on the shirt. We're going to have to get that on the shirt, family. FBA did that. So we looked this cat up, right? We looked this dude up. All right. This guy right here. Mayor Jackson, Mississippi. Lumumba. Literally, man, I be clowning Lumumba. They said, we want to find out where your family from, who your people. You guys know I seen something very, very odd. You know, it's always sketchy when you start dealing with tethers. You never really know. See, if you ask a foundational Black American where they from, we very, very prideful. You know, we might give too much information. Where you from? Man, I'm from goddamn down the block, round the way, across the street. You know, where the Winn-Dixie is. Yeah, man, that's my mama and them. Yeah, right around the corner. Yeah, that's my mom. Yeah, my uncle and them. They all live up and down the damn street. Yeah, it's this county right here. Yeah, for sure. We get so prideful, we just start giving all the details where we from. Foundational Black Americans are just prideful ass people like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't ever stutter whenever someone asks us where we from. We'll tell you something. We might even tell you, man, I'm from here, but I'm living over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm from here, but I work over there. We'll break it down straight up. Shout out to Mississippi, by the way. Shout out to Mississippi. Much love. Much love to Mississippi. My folk from down there. But that's how we are as foundational Black Americans. We get straight to the point. When you start talking to these people, like, I'm from If you put one and where you from, then you ain't one of us, okay? One where you from, you ain't one of us. We're gonna have to put, I'm gonna have to put that on the shirt. All right. I don't want to hear no goddamn one Never that. So when they be sitting there like, I'm from by the bridge. What bridge? From the store with the waters over there. Yo ass ain't FBA. We need to get that on the shirt too. Yo ass ain't FBA. Yo ass ain't FBA. FBA is the GOAT, family. They not. Okay. Check this out right here. Yeah, whose man is this? That's exactly how we be on, fam. Check this out though. All right. We can get to all that. They say, I won't get to who your family. He is the son of former mayor and black nationalist Chokwe Lumumba. That's his daddy. That's his daddy. Chokwe Lumumba Sr. was an American attorney, activist, and politician who is affiliated with the black separatist organization Republic of New Africa and served as its second vice president. He has served as a human rights lawyer in Michigan and Mississippi. This guy is full Tether. This is not foundational black American. And you see damn well that Donald Trump and them are coming down on these people. And while my brothers and sisters out there in Jackson, Mississippi are dealing with all types of strife, this is what you're seeing. So you got Chokwe Lumumba, and then you got Chokwe Lumumba's daddy. But you know what I seen that really disturbed me, y'all? Let me show you what really disturbed you, bro. This is what really disturbed me as I went through this. Look at this right here. Let me show y'all how diabolical these tethers are to get involved in FBA business, y'all. Let me show y'all. Yeah, Agent of Chaos. Absolutely. Yeah, COINTELPRO Pro. Yep. You got to be careful with some of them new publics of Africa, all those African nationalist movements. That's that same Pan-African stuff that you be seeing now, but that was the radical side. Those people were typically infiltrating FBA movements where we was just talking about getting tangibles and uplifting the community. Let's go there. Let's go. Boy, see, I love y'all. I love y'all. We got 1.3 thousand people in here. Everybody smash that like button. Let's go there. Back in the 1960s and 70s and 80s, and even in the early 90s, you notice all the foundational black American lineage-based movements, we were more about food programs, okay? We were more about that. We wanted to just take care of self and do our own thing. It was a lot of these new public of Africa, Africa United. Those were the ones on that real radical stuff that were running around giving the game a black eye, throwing salt in the game. That's what a lot of that was right there, okay? So anytime you see these people, you got to be careful. And a lot of those folks like this Lumumba dude, those were the people that were coming around us. And a lot of times they was working with them boys. And the same way they try to hustle us with the dashikis today and say, I'm one of y'all, man, put your dashiki on, put the kente cloth. That's how they would do it. The Black Panthers had a lot of those people that were coming in. If you ever looked at what ended up happening with the Panthers, especially around the early 80s when it started to kind of, separate, a lot of those folks that were coming around were those new African people. And they were on that Pan-African stuff. And they was kicking that, why y'all want to be here in Oakland, California? You are from Nigeria. You are not an American. How dare you represent this damn country who ain't done nothing for you? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? That's kind of how it was. And even today, we be watching those people who come around. You see them on the internet, social media every day, just babbling, always on some type of funny style business. So we as the lineage, we've always been very skeptical of these radical groups that have the New Africa and the Republic of Africa. We always had to watch them. They're always hyper aggressive. They're always loud. They're always out there kind of saying things that are going to put a spotlight on us and sabotage us. This is what the tethers always do, family. This is what they always do. But check this out. Check this out. I want y'all to see how crazy this gets. Look at this right here. He was born in Detroit, Michigan as Edwin Finley. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Talawafero. This is his father. This is the Lumumba Sr. So that was his second name. He had one tether name, and then he switched it to another tether name. The second of 8 children of whatever from Kansas and from Alabama. Notice they're throwing a lot of FBA places around, y'all. I'm very skeptical about these people really being from Kansas or Michigan. I'm starting to question if any of this is true. I really am, y'all. I've never seen nobody with these hyper African names, and they're from Michigan, and they're from Alabama, and they're from Kansas. Notice, y'all, New York and typically Carolina is where the Tethers always say they're from. See, they don't like saying New York no more. They used to like saying New York because when they could say New York, it would be cool. But we know there's a lot of Tethers in New York. So to get us off their scent, they don't like saying New York anymore. They like to say, I'm from Carolina or Mississippi. That's what they like to say. 90% of the Tethers you ask, they're going to lie and say they're from Carolina. That's what Joteka Edie, that Somalian lady that was plugged in with Kamala with black women. She's clearly a Somalian, but she swears that she's from South Carolina. No. So this is what they end up doing, family. I don't believe it. But watch this. They say his great-grandmother was a Cherokee woman and his great-grandfather was a black. Check this out. Here we go, y'all. Check this out. This is his father. The guy getting indicted. This is his father. His great-grandmother was a Cherokee woman and his great-grandfather was a black American man who descended from enslaved Nigerians? What? Yeah, you already caught it. See, boy, y'all so damn cool. I love y'all with a passion. I ain't even get it all the way out, and you already seen it. You know foundational black Americans are bad. Before I even read it, y'all was already catching that enslaved Nigerians part. Damn, certified salute to y'all. We in here deep right now on a Tuesday. Let's go. Y'all already seen it. This is why I love y'all with a passion. This is why I swear ain't nobody better than us. This certified chat is the greatest. I'll put us up against anybody. Let's go to work. Yes, I seen that. Enslaved Nigerians. Who, listen. Man who descended from enslaved Nigerians. What the hell is an enslaved Nigerian? That's somebody in Nigeria, but it ain't nobody in America. This is what they doing. This is what we're talking about at the levels in which these people will go to. Shout out to my brother, Church of Black Power. I see you, brother. Yeah, you see this right here? And when you click this, enslaved Nigerians, y'all ready for this? Let me show you where it takes you. Enslaved Nigerians, it takes you to what? It takes you to African Americans. There you go. There you go. It takes you to African American. When you literally click that enslaved Nigerian lie, it takes you directly to African American. And absolutely. So basically, he's from Nigeria. But you notice how they had to put enslaved in there, which allows him to weasel on in to foundational Black American freedmen. They didn't think that we would see. This is what you call a paperwork check. Your paperwork is dirty, Mr. Lumumba. Your paperwork is dirty, Mr. Chokwa. Your paperwork is dirty, Mr. Enslaved Nigerian. You just didn't think that there'd be 1.3 thousand certified foundational Black Americans on your bumper, but we are. So they slowly slid in enslaved Nigerians. When you click enslaved Nigerians, it goes directly to African American. So basically, they were trying to create a proxy that combined them in with us, a bridge to take the enslaved Nigerian, who's really just someone from Nigeria, okay, and then tie him in to foundational Black Americans. You not like us, never have been. So for you, Mr. Junior, go ahead and enjoy those charges, because it looked like you've been over here in our country creating all types of criminality. Looks like you've been on a real crime train, a crime spree. Where my brother at in here? I see my brother, Black Truth Unite. I just saw you, brother. Can I get that ICE number again, family? Can I get that? Because I got a feeling that Mr. Chokwa Lumbumba, I think you probably are harboring some illegals, all right? I think that we need to go ahead and call ICE on this guy. Matter of fact, as we were just talking about that, let's go ahead and see right here. Mr. Tom Homan, I believe that he is still making the list and checking it twice. We're going to call ICE on Mr. Lumbumba, okay? Mr. Lumbumba, you need to get a paid visit from them, okay? And maybe you might be harboring some enslaved Nigerians in your house, homie. Maybe that hotel deal that you were doing that they just outed you on, how about that hotel deal is you making nice reservations for all of your enslaved Nigerian people? How about that? My brother right there, Black Truth United, He put the ICE number on there, family. I think we need to go ahead and call ICE to see if there's any, and I'm just a concerned taxpaying American citizen, maybe we need to just go ahead and call ICE and see if there are any enslaved Nigerians who shouldn't be here. I believe that perhaps he could be harboring some enslaved Nigerians at his hotel, or maybe at the governor's mansion or governor's ball or governor's house or governor's trailer or mayor or whatever he is. Perhaps, family, he needs to get a visit from ICE so we can find out if he's being lawful, because this is just what taxpaying citizens do. We make sure that all these people are brought to justice. Donald Trump said he wants to bring them to justice, so perhaps we can do the same exact thing. It's that goddamn easy, and we are that damn good. Call ICE, call them twice. That's the type of time we on. Enslaved Nigerian. If you don't get out of here, Tom Homan, where you at? Where you at? Where you at right now? If they don't move out the way, get out the way. So a lot of things are going on. Yeah, a lot of things are going on right now. And a lot of those people that were running around here saying that they weren't going to go along with what was happening with Donald Trump and Tom Homan and the mass deportations, a lot of them are starting to fall all the way back. You know what I'm saying? So you got Mr. Lumumba and all of those enslaved Nigerians that he's hiding in his mayor trailer, and we're going to call ICE and they all going to get deported. Let me show you somebody else who's out here in these streets. And this individual saying, hey, I know I played the game with Joe Biden. I was Joe Biden's bestie. And now I need Donald Trump to save me. He went from bestie to save me. Watch Eric Adams right here, you guys, and how Eric Adams openly states that he's willing to go ahead and bring ICE into New York City.
Those who are here committing crimes, robberies, shooting at police officers, raping innocent people, have been a harm to our country. I want to sit down and hear the plan on how we're going to address them. Those are the people I am talking about, and I would love to sit down with the Board of Czar and hear his thoughts on how we're going to address those who are harming our citizens.
We're open to that.
Open to
hearing what their plan is to deport some of these folks, and you think the city, in some circumstances, should cooperate with ICE.
Let me. You know what's interesting? And I was talking to the team the other day. I want you to all go back and Google Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Google what they said about those who commit crimes in our city and what they said in our country. They said those who commit crimes need to get out right away. That was their position. So this is not a new position, because in the state of in the era of cancel culture, no one's afraid to be honest about the truth. Well, cancel me.
Now, Eric Adams, you've been tap dancing all the hell you've been doing, and we've been seeing all your damn tap dancing, Eric Adams. But I want y'all to notice how he getting bold now. He getting bold. And you saw how he just sat there and snitched on Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama? You see that, right? He like, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, they was out here telling everybody that y'all got to go home. They was out here telling everybody that we ain't supporting y'all. Look now. Look how Eric Adams is going after Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. He completely just threw them under the bus.
And Barack Obama. Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Google what they said about those who commit crimes in our city and what they said in our country. They said those who commit crimes need to get out right away. That was their position. So this is not a new position, because in the state of in the era of cancel culture, no one's afraid to be honest about the truth. Well, cancel me.
Damn. This is good. This is good. Eric Adams, you're going to go ahead and you're going to get punished any damn way for all the crimes you committed against my FBA in New York City. But notice now, every single thing we're doing, family, it's a Democrat fighting a Democrat. Eric Adams just threw Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama under the bus and said, cancel me. You know what he's really saying, right? Eric Adams is throwing the big middle finger up to all of the Democrats. Because who's the cancel party? That's the Democrats. So he basically just told them, hey, damn you. I think he's probably been on the phone with Donald Trump, and he's making sure that Donald Trump and him got a nice little relationship. So he's feeling a little emboldened by Donald Trump. So he's throwing the Democrats under the bus. You see what we're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. And on top of him throwing the Democrats under the bus, he threw Hillary and Barack under the bus. So you know that's something, right? Then you seen Carville, he completely threw Kamala Harris. Lucy Liu, she doing an interview every goddamn day throwing Kamala under the bus. You name me one area where the Democrats aren't going at it. You feel me? Name me one area where the Democrats aren't infighting. They're infighting everywhere. You got James Carville saying that he's going to audit, be transparent, and he's going to bring Kamala Harris's campaign to justice. You got Eric Adams throwing Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama under the bus about immigration. You got CNN anchors fighting each other, MSNBC. Everybody's going at it with each other inside the Democratic Party. And that all goes back to foundational Black Americans. We created that first crack, and now everything has shattered. And watch this right here while we there, family. Here we go. Check this out. Yeah, he's saying, hey, big head, you ain't lying. And this is what he was talking about Hillary Clinton. Remember, this was Hillary Clinton back in the day.
So I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone. If they've been working and are law-abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying. You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes, and you have to try to learn English, and you have to wait in line.
That sounds a lot like what Donald Trump says now. That sounds exactly like what Donald Trump's been saying, in which they call him all types of names when he says it. That sounds a lot like what we've been saying, except for I'm building a wall and buy, but that's another one. But nonetheless, look at that right there. That sounds like the same exact thing. You know why the Democrats have shifted and turned into complete open borders? I'm going to tell you why. Foundational Black Americans. When the grassroots got on code, they got even more so on open borders. All right. Our on code equals open borders. When Black folks back in the day, see, she's talking during the African-American era. She's talking back then. See, under the African-American era, they didn't see Black people as a threat because they thought everybody was Al Sharpton. They didn't care. They'd be like, 5 Black folks get on code. Go send in Al Sharpton. Who gives a damn? Go send in Donna Brazile, Barack Obama. It wasn't until we got on code that the Democrats shifted to open borders. When they seen that we were not going to be their number one voter block anymore, when they seen that we were going to get on code and start demanding things, and we would run them out the paint and ruin their careers. Them getting destroyed on election day this year was what they feared. And that's why they all shifted to open borders. I can show you. Barack Obama was all about sending people home. Barack Obama had the most deportations. All right. Chuck Schumer was against illegal immigration, mass immigration. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, all the Democrats used to be against mass immigration. They only became open borders when foundational Black Americans got on code. You can literally look and draw a direct correlation between the more we got on code, the more they said bring in more migrants. They didn't mind the African American or the minority. If you run around here calling yourself a damn person of color, like Black folks were doing 20 years ago, you think they saw them as a threat? So they didn't need the mass immigration. They said, just get Julio, he'll do your roof, throw him a couple dollars. Now it turned into bring them all in, 22 million illegals, and give them jobs because they want to take those jobs away from FBA. And that backfired on them because those people are coming into the country and they're voting Republican. And then when they come into the country, America says we don't want them no more. So everybody voted red. Bringing in mass immigrants to counter foundational Black Americans being on code was the biggest disaster the Democrats could have ever done. That's why I say we're always outthinking them. We're always 20 steps ahead. We are strategically breaking the Democrats. I'm talking about mentally, physically, spiritually. They cannot go against us. If it's been the Democrats versus certified Black society, we are whooping them by a knockout. They can't see us. They're having all types of things. We made these folks fumble the bag, y'all. That's what we do. There's not another lineage on the planet that can cripple the strongest political party in the strongest country other than us. See, when you built the country, when you're the originator of the country, when you're the foundational of the country, you got a lot of luxuries. One of our luxuries is that we can cripple any party at any given goddamn time we want to. And that came back to pay the bills. And this is why you're watching them fall out. So I'm going to send a shout out to all the Democrats who brought in all these goddamn people and thought these people was going to outdo us. It backfired on you, didn't it? Yeah, it didn't really work now, did it? And y'all lost billions of dollars with that weak game plan, right? You need to change your coach. Your coach has got you knocked out, and we laughing at you. Now look at this right here, family. This is reality. Look at this. Look at this, family. The Democrats' most corrupt administration in history. Didn't I just say that the Joe Biden, Kamala Harris administration will be seen as a disgrace, and it will be seen as the worst administration ever? We are in the process of watching the legacy of that administration go down. It's quadruple bad right now than what it was before, and it's going to get 100 times worse, y'all. I'm telling you right now, it is going to get 100 times worse. The Joe Biden, Kamala Harris administration is going to be seen as an absolute disgrace. They are done. I've never seen an administration get seen in such a bad light other than them. Never. I've never seen it before. Literally, the election just happened and they both have political scandals. Typically, political scandals happen one at a time. Maybe Kamala got her political scandal. Then Joe gets his. They literally both have political scandals at the same damn time. And I'm not talking about a political scandal that's just some stuff on TV. I'm talking about a political scandal where there might be some criminal charges. All right. We're talking about billions of dollars lost. They both have lost $1 billion. Joe Biden lost $1 billion with his son and all the businesses that his son has. They really took the money. And then Kamala Harris just lost the damn money. At first, it was $1 billion a week ago. Now we're hearing it's $2.5 billion. The Joe Biden, Kamala Harris administration will go down as the biggest disgrace in American history. And foundational Black Americans are the first ones to bring that to the light. So we take full credit for that. It's all on us. FBA did that. Whether they like it or not, FBA did that. And then on top of that, family, you're going to start to see their legacy get destroyed. We said it. There's nothing that they can stand on in terms of accomplishments. Every single administration, good or bad, has one thing that they can stand on. There's nothing that Joe Biden can stand on. So you know what they will be remembered as? Since they don't have a good legacy of something solid that they can remember, they're going to be remembered for the disgrace. And we're going to look back at all this. And then the fact that Donald Trump is on a vengeance tour, he's going to make it a point that they all get seen as a disgrace. Let's be real. They should have never been in office in the first place. Kamala Harris is the worst ranking vice president of all time. And y'all notice they done came back down to reality. It's reality time. All right. The election emotion is gone. All the lies they told us about Kamala Harris is gone. Now she's going back to exactly what she was ranked as last year. She had about 3 months of being seen as the greatest person in the world, according to the Democrats. And now she's coming back down to reality to what she was always, the worst vice president in American history. And after they're done auditing her campaign and seeing that she was spending money everywhere, then she's going to be seen as the worst vice president in American history who got brought up on charges for stealing campaign money. And all those Democrats that are mad at her because she got destroyed in an election, they're going to be the main ones clapping when it goes down. Oh, they'll turn on you real fast. So all the problems of the Democrats, and they got a lot of them, it's all going to fall on the shoulders of Kamala. If you lose that bad, you will be punished by the Democrats. And then Joe Biden, who has no business being president, and he has laundered money by the trillions to all these other places, he is going to get the blame as well. And you put that together collectively, and you're looking at exactly what I said. The worst presidential administration in American history. And they will be seen as a disgrace. And Donald Trump will make sure that it happens. And FBA, we don't give a damn about it. Look at this right here. Tools getting broken, right? Everybody having to deal with the real facts of what's happening. Well, check this out. They don't believe us, right? They don't believe us. Watch this, y'all. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in Chicago. Check this out. Y'all know how we sit here and we talk about Donald Trump is about to arrest all these people? Y'all know how we say that everybody in America is nervous because they feel Donald Trump is going to prosecute them? You know how we say that Kamala Harris was over there drinking them collard green cocktails because she didn't know if they had some handcuffs waiting on her when she got back home? Apparently, my brothers and sisters in Chicago told Brandon Johnson to his damn face. Why am I talking to you? Trump about to arrest any of y'all anyway. Watch this.
Brandon Johnson, The good news is we got 48 days before Trump take that oath. In January,
Woo!
ICE gonna come in and get rid of the illegal immigrants.
Woo!
Here's the thing. In order for us to get these taxes, we gotta get rid of these illegals. So this was gonna happen to you. You got Cash Patel and Pam Bundy that you're gonna have to deal with sooner than later. Then it's gonna be an audit. Next, it's gonna be an investigation. Then it's gonna be an indictment.
Well, that's how you do it.
Conviction. That's what's gonna happen to you.
One thing that Chicago people know.
Damn. Did the man just pull out an orange jumpsuit, y'all? Did the man just tell Brandon Johnson, we about to pull out an orange jumpsuit on you? Come Donald Trump. The whole world knows it. Is it really far-fetching, family? When I made that the thumbnail, though, okay? Because it looks like more than just us are seeing that way. If Kamala is going to get some charges, and you see Joe Biden is going to get some charges, you know Brandon Johnson's easy damn work. Yes, the hell he is.
Very well is how to spot a scam, and the scam has been exposed. I want to say thank you to the city council. I want to say thank y'all for voting down that $300 million. Thank you for saving us $300 million. Thank you for saying no to $150 million, and we want y'all to say no to the $60 million. You all did not get enough hand claps, enough support, enough love. Know that the whole country was clapping and proud of the work of this city council, because our mayor is embarrassing us, y'all, around the world. And you all took the power back from him to say the city of Chicago is out of the business of funding illegals. We are out of the business of prioritizing non-American citizens on top of the American citizens who go out in this cold weather every day to make money to pay their taxes.
The budget will be.
You will be in some damn handcuffs. He's next. He's next. And every time you see him, he's scared. He done had that scared look for about 4 or 5 months. He's done for. He knows he's afraid. He knows it's about to come down on him very, very bad. And let me one up that sister. Much love and respect to her. The whole country, foundational Black Americans are on that same time. So they grinding in Chicago, but brothers and sisters are grinding everywhere. And you're starting to see it have real effects on everybody all the way across the spectrum. It's done for. Every single Democratic shield's over. We in a new time. Family, this is serious time right now. This is time where they out here arresting people. They put charges. How many times have we put this on this episode, family? We done cooked for 3 hours, and we done literally showed mayors, vice presidents, presidents' sons. We done showed the guy out there in Chicago right now pulling out an orange jumpsuit. Seems like everybody's talking about arresting these Democrats who have been lawless for years. And when foundational Black Americans were telling everybody these people been breaking the law and elevating all these people and maneuvering things around, everybody was like, well, we'll see. Now y'all done seen. And FBA was right from the beginning because we always right. So now we're going to watch all of these Democrats get locked up, and it's going to be a great time. There's two things at play. You have certified foundational Black Americans who dropped every goddamn receipt and led the fray. And now you got Donald Trump coming in, and he's on fire with locking everybody up. Good thing for us, bad for them. Watch this right here as well, family, as we bubble and as we cook. These people are getting cooked in the damn process. I want y'all to see even more things and more people who are afraid, who are scared, and they should be. They should be afraid. They should be scared. Everything that you can think of, family, they should be. And I'm going to show y'all the next individual that is absolutely positively scared. And this individual should be, because something just came down on her. Watch this right here. Look at this lady that we all remember. Y'all remember Fanny the Mammy? Remember Fanny the Mammy, who thought she was going to do the bidding for the Democratic establishment, and everybody said that she was lying? She failed so bad, you guys, that she couldn't even get the charges off the ground. She crashed out months before the election. Remember? Go all the way back to like springtime. It was all about Fanny. Fanny gonna get some type of justice, some restitution. Then it came to find out she was doing dirt. And Donald Trump was calling her out all the damn time. It just came out today, y'all. Let me read this for the family. It just came out today that Fanny the Mammy is now getting exposed, and they are calling her out as well. And by the way, let me run this back to Dude in Chicago. Notice he said audit. You keep hearing that term audit come up, right? Audit's coming up all the time. Well, check this out, y'all. A judge in Georgia just ordered Fanny Willis to release all communications she had with Jack Smith and the January 6th committee to plot the RICO case against President Trump. The court also declared that she violated Georgia's open records law. The court also hereby orders defendant to conduct a diligent search of her records for responsive materials within 5 business days of the entry of this order. Within the same 5-day period, defendant is ordered to provide plaintiff with copies of all responsive records that are not legally exempt or exempt from disclosure. Big shout out to everybody involved. Fanny is in trouble. Look at the bottom, family. Read that all there. They have so many receipts on her that they literally out here making videos of it. And let me tell you why it's even worse than that, because y'all know we rocking this Black Alpha Network. We want to see him? Let's go ahead and look at him, family. Check this out. Look at this right here. 32 seconds of documentations of files of Miss Fanny Willis. There they go. There it is. Oh, you ain't running from that. Oh, and Trump really don't like her. Oh, yeah. Trump gonna be harder on Fanny the Mammy, pause, than he was with Kamala, pause, and Joe Biden, pause. It's gonna get real with this situation. She is about to get completely charged. And the Democrats have been washing their hands away from her for a long time. A long time. They been knew this was bad. Soon as all that stuff came out against her, the Democrats started washing their hands and staying clear away. She is done for. Donald Trump is not playing no games at all. Fanny is about to feel the wrath. She is about to feel the wrath. Y'all want to see this right here? Check this out. Look at all them damn documents. Boy, you in trouble. You in trouble. I remember the Democratic shields were saying, you failed. See, what she done did, she messed up a long time ago. She messed up a long damn time ago. I'm going to tell you where Fanny went wrong. You had one job to do, but just like a Democratic shield, you failed. She is going to get punished because she was supposed to keep Trump out of office. All those charges and all those black people, remember, they put black faces on all those charges against Donald Trump. So that means all those black faces that they put in front are all going to get punished because Donald Trump beat them and Donald Trump is the president. So now what next? What next is going to happen? They're all going to be penalized because they failed in the system. Kamala Harris, you failed to beat him in an election. You're getting penalized. Fanny Willis, you failed to stop him. You're getting penalized. Remember, she started putting a RICO. So she got all these different type of people coming after her. She's probably got about 10 or 12 Republicans on the books, not to mention everyone who's off the books. She got a lot of people coming after her for that little stunt. And remember this, y'all. Donald Trump never liked her. Donald Trump's been going after her from day one. Donald Trump is vengeful, very vengeful. So that means he's going to see her and he's going to pull out them receipts on her. Check this out right here, y'all. This right here was Donald Trump talking about her just a few months ago.
And not only that, all these local cases like Fanny. It's spelled Fanny. It's spelled Fanny like your ass, right, Fanny?
Damn. Look at all them people in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 W, 6, 7, 8, 9 W. All them W's right there. They're going to be in the front row cheering all of this when it ends up going down. When she ends up getting charged, they are going to be the main ones bringing it. They're doing it now. Just today, I seen all types of W saying, good, Trump, get her. Nobody likes you, Fanny.
But when she became DA, she decided to add a little French, a little fancy, Fanny. And you know, Fanny and Mr. and Mrs. Wade, which his wife did not appreciate. His wife didn't appreciate. Can you imagine these two people trying to take down I'm a very popular president. I mean, again, I got more votes than any sitting president in history. We have these two lowlifes trying to take down a president of the United States. But, you know, equally badly, they went after 26 people. They wanted to make it 48 people. They had some senators that these guys know very well who were indicted, who were ready to be indicted, and somebody stopped it. And they wanted to find out what the hell is going on in Georgia, what's going on with the elections, that it's so crazy. And they almost got indicted for that. And not only—
Damn. And that's a fact. And all of that has been happening right before our eyes, family. We've been watching it all play out, like we always say, in real damn time. So that right there is not far-fetched, y'all. That is not far-fetched. They've been out here for real. They've been on that damn Jim Crow blow, and they've been out here breaking every single law, and now they are going to have to pay. And when we say they're going to have to pay, family, they're going to have to pay in the worst way, because there's been a lot of funny style things that's been going on in America. And they've been so hyper-focused on stopping foundational Black Americans from being on code. Now they're going to have some real issues that the world is watching, and the world going to call them out for it. And, you know, being a certified foundational Black American and hearing about all those stories, how many of y'all had heard the story that cocaine was found at the White House? Y'all remember hearing that story just a few months ago, right? It might have been a year ago. Somebody found cocaine at the damn White House. That's what was told. And they didn't really talk about that. CNN was real hush about it. They didn't really go there. Yeah, Trump petty as hell. That's one thing about Trump. At least when you watch Trump, you ain't got to worry about somebody who don't know where to walk and they be falling and stuff. At least you get a couple jokes, okay? And a dance or two. But how many people remember that they was running around here being real hush about the story of cocaine being found in the White House? You found white in the White House. Damn, you remember that? You remember that? Okay, I remember that, family. Yeah, everybody was like, yo, that's Hunter's cocaine. And then come to find out his son was on drugs. So you seen it. You seen it all play out. And being the Black Alpha Network, you guys know I like to attain pictures of things that go on that, you know, a lot of people can't, you know, expose. You know, we just showed everybody the potential Kamala Harris court case that's coming up. We showed Roland peeking at his ex-wife who left him for a W man, and he's still heartbroken over that one. You know, we attain things on the Black Alpha Network that just some people can't attain. You know what I mean? So, you know, I did a Freedom of Certified Information Act, and I was able to attain some pictures of what was going on at the White House. And I wanted to know, I said, wait a minute, y'all said that there was some stuff that got found at the White House. So, you know, I want to put out some pictures and see who was there and what really went on. You know what I'm saying? So let me show y'all some of the photos that we seen that was going on. And I came to find out, Black Alpha Story Time. I see you, brother. Absolutely. Y'all know when I kick into that voice, something about to happen, right? We found out it was Hunter Biden. And we found out that it was very, very bad. We found out that not only was he there, but, you know, he was serving. You know what I'm saying? It was trapped. He was trapping. And we found out, family, that they had so much that they had to vacuum the damn floor. You know what I'm saying? That floor, I'm talking about just all over the place, family. Just cocaine every damn where. They had it flying, floating, twisting, turning, every damn where. Because I guess when Joe Biden was having some type of parade outside, Hunter Biden was on the inside, family, and he was going crazy. And they had to vacuum it up. So this is another cover-up, y'all. One of the biggest cover-ups in history. This man was in there, family, and he was getting fried. He was getting toasted. He was in there throwing coke around every goddamn where. It was snowing. This man had a blizzard in the White House. He was getting completely drugged, dragged. Kamala Harris was outside, I think, at an Easter event. This is the day that y'all seen Joe Biden trip and fall 4 different damn times. Mr. Hunter Biden was in there dancing. We found this off his laptop. God damn, he getting toasted right there. This comes directly off his laptop, y'all. He was in there getting blown out. And then afterwards, family, I heard Kamala had an interview. That man happy as hell, ain't he? Look at that. That man happy. Look at that right there. They said that candy makes you dandy. Damn. If candy make you dandy, what the hell is that? He was in there getting tooted up right there in the middle of the office, family, just throwing it around everywhere. And he knew damn well Kamala had things to do. And we found out some terrible, terrible things about this man. Yeah, he looked like the snowman. That man was a snowman. 17. What is it, 17.5 a key? This man had all the keys, family, was in there getting blasted. But this is the Biden administration. They have to be held accountable for these crimes, you guys. These crimes can no longer be tolerated based on these folks thinking that they are above the damn law. So we have to make sure that this does not go on in the United States of America, where somebody can just sit there and get sandblasted that damn bad. But wait, there's more. Do y'all know, after that situation, I guess Kamala walked in on what was occurring. And we thought Kamala perhaps would be like, wait a minute now. You need to get out of here and report that to the authorities. That's not what happened. That's not what happened, you guys. Not happened. Kamala ended up scoring herself a little bag. I heard that it was a Nick bag. I heard she had 5 on it. All right. I heard that Kamala had 5 on it. So after Hunter Biden had the snow party in the White House, Kamala walks in and he slid her a little something. After that happened, I found out that both of them went ahead and they participated in a little bit of that right there. And after they did all that, we came to find out Kamala had a damn interview. And a lot of people were looking at that interview very damn funny style. Y'all put 100 in the chat if you believe that this interview right here was influenced by Hunter Biden's snow party.
The thing about this, I always wanted to go to Howard, and I went to Howard. And actually, it was in February of 2004. Olives with cream cheese on dark rye. And so it's remember, I'm a prosecutor. I have focused on that. I mean, in a nutshell. And it was the assessor at the time. Can you perform some marriages? We need more people. And every nook and cranny of City Hall. Yes. Important is that we also appreciate the nuance. You know, there's a lot to do. There's a lot more to do. Who's over the age of 18 as though they're an adult. You know, because it was doubling it, right? Right, where poor people sit in jail and people who have money get out, that there is no difference between any of the kids, our kids, and those kids who are otherwise in the system. So, for example, not to sell you a bag of you know what, but it was.
What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Black Alpha, why are you always correct? Black Alpha, how come you always know what you're talking about? Why are you so certified? Didn't you just tell the people that Hunter Biden sold her a bag? Didn't we just say she had 5 on it? Well, y'all let me know. Did she just say that he had the bag and she had 5 on it?
So, for example, not to sell you a bag of you know what, not to sell you a bag of you know what, not to sell you a bag of you know what, you a bag of you know what, not to sell you a bag of you know what. But it was difficult to do. It was, in large part, we've got big signs, dreamers, welcome here.
Damn, she just told you she got that bag. She got that Hunter Biden bag, and she gone right now. This woman is somewhere on Mars.
I've got the rainbow flag. And they were like, why are you putting the rainbow flag? I had to get permission, but I got it. Whatever. And I was like, yo, Rand. So, you know, hey, Rand, how you people doing? Really good? You know, I've taught him how to chop the onions. Oh, honey, baby, what happened? I'll take care of you. They are in California now, but New Jersey is very much in them. And then, you know, and they're originally from Brooklyn. Okay, so the first time I meet my mother-in-law. And then, you know, and they're and then, you know, and they're originally from Brooklyn. And then, you know, and they're originally from Brooklyn. And then, you know, and they're originally from Brooklyn. And then, you know, and they're originally from Brooklyn. Okay.
Hey, y'all screenshot that candy, y'all. She got that nose candy. I gotta slow that one down. Watch this, family. This is when you know you gone. And then, you know, and they're originally from Brooklyn. Okay.
originally from Brooklyn. They're originally from Brooklyn. And then, you know, and they're originally from Brooklyn. Okay, so the first time I meet my mother-in-law, she looks at me, she puts my hand, my face.
I'd be damned. Candy makes you dandy, and crack is whack. There they go. Y'all know it's a bad damn day when you're getting high like that. Mumbling, stumbling, fumbling. So apparently it wasn't just the Punjabi passion of getting drunk. Apparently it was some of that Biden bag. And apparently she was in the damn bag. And she sat there right there and showed the whole damn world. How many damn nose plays did y'all see? It was like, because she was in there getting tooted up, and we all seen it in real goddamn time, y'all. Shameful, shameful, shameful. And the vice president was captured one last damn time, and when she was, she let it be known. Kamala, we are going to put you in rehab so you can be rehabilitated. You can be a rehabilitated cosplayer. You can be a rehabilitated addict. You can be a rehabilitated drunk. And you can also be a rehabilitated collard green in the bathtub. But what you will never be is a rehabilitated politician, because them days are over. And like my sister said, FBA did that. The GOAT. That part. All right, family. Y'all know. It's been a lovely, lovely time. Absolutely cold-blooded. Absolutely cold-blooded, family. We here. They know what time it is. They know. They don't want no problems with us, family. Don't nobody want no problems. Certified Black Society. All we do is win consistently. We set the trends, everybody else follows. We lead the fray, everyone else is behind us, and we just keep shining like new money. And we're going to continue to do it. Every single thing we say is right. So if we say a politician is about to get charged, guarantee it's going to happen. If we say somebody's about to get their career ruined, guarantee it's going to happen. If we say a tool is about to get broken, guarantee it's going to happen. How do you know that we're always right? Because we've said every single thing right there, and they have all happened right in front of our eyes. You got receipts, and then you got FBA calling things out. And it's a whole nother level, y'all. A whole nother level. We gonna get up out of here, y'all. It's been another lovely episode. You know it. I appreciate you, family. Much love. Certified salute to you. Much love and respect. Thank you. I appreciate everybody who stops in. Y'all know I love y'all with a passion. We're going to be back again, and family's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and stronger. We got some things lined up that we're going to break down. I got even more receipts on everybody. We got these petitions that we're going to put out there. We're right now, family, in the process of contacting mayors and governors and state senators all throughout the United States of America. Our petition is almost at 2,000. I'm trying to get that thing up higher and higher and higher. So we got some other people lined up to check it out. But here's the thing. Check this out. If Donald Trump is willing to investigate the deep state, and he is willing to take FBI and take the CIA and have watch agencies go after them, if Donald Trump is willing to prosecute lawfare against everybody, do you think Donald Trump and the Democratic establishment that is running right now, do you think they really are ready for what we got? Nobody's ready for what we got. We got a whole different game plan, y'all. We moving at a whole nother level. So by the very fact of that, we're pushing it across the board. And we're going to take everything, not just that, but we're going to get politically and socially stronger and stronger. FBA, we get better every day. And everybody knows exactly what I'm saying, y'all. So we're going to take some of the legislation that we have, and we're going to get some petitions and everything that y'all got, ideas wherever. I got some people out in Detroit. Shout out to them. I got some people in Chicago. I got people all through the South. Y'all know we down here heavy, West Coast, and we're going to all combine it. We're going to get together, and we're going to come up with a bunch of plans. Not know what we needs to do. No, what the hell we doing, and we're going to turn it all the way up. And then we're going to start contacting some of these senators. But, you know, I had a little green light that I thought the other day. I said, well, hell, why don't you take the NAACP petition to a lot of these MAGA folks, because who would love to see the NAACP canceled for violating their 501c3 agenda more than some of these MAGA folks? And I've already talked to Buddy Carter down here in Georgia, and I met Mike Hollis down here in Georgia. So Black Alpha is heavily affiliated, and I let them know something. I said, hey, y'all don't like the NAACP and Democratic Shields? Guess what? Foundational Black Americans, we don't like them neither. So I feel if every foundational Black American on code, and we put thousands in the building, if we all get together and we all start contacting some of these people with the same agenda, with the block behind it. Because remember, you go to them with 5 people, they say come back when you got 10. They don't move. You come to them with 10, they say that ain't good enough. You start going to these people with 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 10,000 signatures, and we got a whole long 4 years to do it, y'all. Let's go to them with 50,000 signatures to 100,000 signatures and say, here, a petition to get the NAACP removed from their tax-exempt status. They're going to say, damn, you got 50,000 people on here? You got 100,000 people? Go ahead and pull up a chair. Let's talk business. And that's goddamn right, exactly what we always been. Businessmen and women. So we got a plan. I'm going to have an update on the NAACP thing. I'm going to have a couple of my brothers and sisters come through. We're going to chop it up and break it down, family, like we always do. We always right, we always win, and we always do it in style, y'all. So thank y'all for tapping into the Black Alpha Network. You know what I'm saying? We're going to tap it in. I got some, a couple of Zoom chat I'm putting together. I see my brother Duddy in here. Yeah, absolutely, brother. So we got some things. I got some real riders, some real warriors. I got some real brothers and sisters who really pushing. Let me tell y'all, there's a lot of people out there that they just a bunch of lowlifes and they don't really contribute nothing to the movement. They're just people who are here to cause confusion. Well, we're here, family. We're here to infect, the world with this FBA energy, and we're here to create change. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to continue to do it. We're going to do it with good brothers and good sisters, and we're going to stay on our time, man. So let's go. It's just getting started. It's just getting started. So certified salute to the family. Appreciate y'all. We're going to be back again on Friday. We got a space that me and my brother Marcel hosted on basically, serving everybody. That's going to be on Thursday. So there's going to be a lot coming on. I'm going to make a phone call to some of the elders in the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring them on, and I'm just going to keep bringing that hot fire content, man, because nobody is on fire or hotter than Certified Black Society and the Black Alpha Network, man. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. I appreciate and love every one of y'all. Y'all know I can't say that enough. I'll be here until this time tomorrow saying it, man. But I'm going to end it with just this last one. Y'all always remember, no matter what you do, if you woke up FBA in the morning, you already won. FBA Freedmen above everybody. And black is beautiful, and beautiful is always black. Certified salute and free human.